Onwards Corner. This is another Magic the Gathering Doctor Who game. I'm Geoff, and I'm joined by Thomas. Evening, how are you?
Hello there.
And Graham.
Hi.
And Kris.
How we doing?
Yeah, good. We live in fear of Kris when he gets going. So, after last week, our last session, we took a little while to get going, didn't we? But you guys are, we're all sort of building up quite well, aren't we? But would you like to remind the viewers what happened at the end of the last episode, somebody?
Well, essentially, Geoff, you tried to attack me with a mummy, and I said, nah, and I activated an instant, which was flatline here, which basically turned your creature into a 0/1. So you did no attack, which was fantastic.
Well, for you.
That's essentially like, that was the cliffhanger ending. That was the zoom in. You know, the trial of a Time Lord here, a zoom in cliffhanger of what? No.
That's it, yeah. So, Tom, if you went last, it should be Graham next, I think, shouldn't it?
No, I think you
went
last because you attacked him and he defended.
Yeah, because it wasn't exactly my turn, but because you were attacking me, I could use an instant to I sort of went against my turn. Because instants can be no matter whose turn it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So
it's whoever's after you, Geoff.
It'll be you, won't it? Because we reversed the order, didn't we?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Bloody Atropos.
Now it pays off. All that time you have to sit around.
Now it all pays off.
Would you like a reminder of the plane before we get going?
Yes, please.
We can do, yeah.
So we are on the Antarctic Research Base, which says, when you planeswalk to Antarctic Research Base, and at the beginning of your upkeep, investigate, which means create a clue token.
Create a clue.
And whenever chaos ensues, put X +1/+1 counters on a target creature you control, where X is the number of artifacts you control. It becomes a plant in addition to its other types.
Yeah, and then Rose became a plant. I remember that.
Rose is a plant.
Rose is a plant. Okay, great, yeah.
Right.
If we're all set, then I can start.
Yep, please go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Do your worst.
Do my worst. Right, here we go. So I'm going to untap everything. Just flick all these up. I'm going to break my wrist. Okay, I'm going to investigate, which is creating a clue token. So I've got 2 clue tokens now. Hooray. Right, I'm going to draw. Because I kept forgetting to do that. Remembering now, I kept forgetting to draw my card. Ooh, okay, I like that. So I'm going to play that a second. So I need 3 mana. So I'm going to tap that for mana. So that's 1. So I'm going to tap 1, the Red Mountain. And then going to tap... What colour is my commander, actually? Because since you've trapped my commander in the Pandora, Kris, I need to use this extra card here to see what I've got. Okay. So I need to tap that for black. So that's 1 black mana. I'm going to tap this for another black mana.
1 black mana. Bam, lamb.
1 black mana. That's then 2. Which is what I need for this. And then 3 mana. So 1, 2, 3. With that, I'm able to cast Dalek Drone.
Oh, lovely. With flying, isn't it?
With flying, of course, and menace. And it's got the ability Exterminate. Before I use that, I need to read Path of Ancestry, which is add 1 mana of any colour in your commander's colour identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. So I'm able to take a look at my top card and see if I need it or not. Oh, I'll just make sure I'm not spotting that. Yeah, I'll keep that. That's good. Okay, brilliant. So they're all good. I didn't need to use that one, I don't think. So I got that one, and that one. Brilliant. So now I can use Dalek Drone. Flying Menace. So with this, I can enter the battlefield and destroy a target creature an opponent controls. So that destroys any creature, I think, yeah, regardless of power.
Yeah, just destroy any creature.
Just destroy any creature. I kind of like that. Okay. So I reckon I'm going to kick things off because you gave me the happy bumps, Kris, last time. I'm going to destroy your 5th Doctor.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Yep, so exterminate. Get rid.
Wah.
Get out of here. I'm going to finally do what the Daleks couldn't do and exterminate a Doctor fully. And then you lose 3 life as a consequence of that as well.
Oh, I'm down to 31.
Down to 31.
Oh, you're lower than me.
I am happy with that.
How much have you got left, Thomas?
What's up?
How much life have you got left?
I've got 32.
32, eh?
32 life. Yep, indeed. So there you go. So that's the Dalek drone up there.
Well, that was very.
Yeah, that's doable. Okay.
You sounded very.
Okay, great. That sounds fun.
32, eh?
32. Okay, and then what I'm going to do... Let's see. Can't do anything at the moment. I don't have 2 mana to sacrifice for the clue, I don't think. So I think I'm going to end my turn there and pass on to whoever's next.
Graham.
Which would be Graham.
Graham?
Okay. Right, take my next card. Oh, untap. I'll use my 4th Doctor ability to see what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Did you investigate and create a clue?
No, that's automatic with the planeswalker.
Yeah, at the beginning of your upkeep.
At the beginning of your turn, yeah.
Right, okay.
So you get to use your badge. You get to use your funky badge.
But then I'm using these little discs as
Oh, the little disc. Okay.
clue tokens.
Oh, I missed the filters.
I don't know how filters. But right,
It's a tragedy.
Chris, remind me, my mummy. So is it down to what do you say, Tom? 0/1?
It was until the end of your turn, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's back to 6/6. Okay.
It's back
so
to 6/6 now, yeah.
So when my turn starts, I just take my dice off and foretell him, can't I? Bring him back in. Is that right?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to pay one of any mana and a forest mana?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, wait. During your turn, you may pay... Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's 1 in any forest when he comes back in.
Yeah. May pay 2, yeah. It's all sort of contradicts itself there, but that's fine. Okay, that's good.
I'm summoning, bringing out my legendary artifact, the 500-year diary.
Oh, wow, okay.
Enters the battlefield tapped, but I can tap it to add a blue mana for each clue I control.
Okay.
Which I believe it's a clue itself. It says legendary artifact clue, so that's automatically 1, isn't it? Might need to check that. But I can sacrifice it to draw a card if necessary at a cost of 2. And so that's actually...
That's a lot of mana. That's good.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is roll a planar dice if you could manage it with someone.
Oh, yes. Do you know what? I haven't got my planar dice out. Hang on.
Oh,
Right.
I can roll. I've got one.
Yeah,
do you want to roll,
go
Geoff?
for it. No, you go for it.
I'll
Tom.
roll. All right, here we go, Graham. For you, mate. Oh, Planeswalk.
Planeswalk.
Ooh.
Yeah, for Planeswalking.
Warp.
Whoop.
Hey. Right.
Planeswalk. Right. We are away from Antarctic Research Base, and we are on to... City of the Daleks.
Oh, excellent. That sounds good. That sounds rather good for someone that happens to have a Dalek on the field.
Oh, that sounds like a load of
I can hear the theme playing now. I've got Murray Gold hired behind me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you will be.
Whenever you attack, target opponent loses X life, where X is the number of artifacts you control.
Oh my god.
As it happens, I control 4 artifacts, I think.
I've only got 2.
Hang on. Let me just
I've got a saga here. I've got to put another
Oh, no,
one
that's
on
not true. I've got the clues as well, so I've got 7.
Let me just
I'll
prepare
put
my
3
shocked
artifacts, I
face.
think.
My shocked face that Chris is going to shaft us.
Whenever chaos ensues, for each opponent, you create a 3/3 Black Dalek artifact creature token with menace that attacks that opponent this turn. If
Bloody.
those tokens gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step.
Well,
Oh.
you
So
know
if you roll
what, Graham?
chaos, you get a load of Daleks.
rolling that planar dice seemed like a good idea a few seconds ago, Graham.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's the first time I've actually planeswalked as well.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Don't do it again.
I've got to do me saga for each non-saga permanent. Choose a counter on it. You may put an additional counter of that kind on that permanent. Okay, I will choose the Fourth Doctor as soon as he's my commander. You can have another 1/1 token.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys see that Chibs is doing a Agatha Christie
He
adaptation?
is, yeah.
Yes, I saw, yeah.
That must be what he was referring to when we talked to him last year that he couldn't tell us about.
Yeah. Good for him. Good for him, honestly. I'm glad he's getting work. I'm glad he's getting out there and doing it. He's doing a book.
He's plenty busy. He just had his play that Paul and I saw. He's got his book coming out that he must have been...
I think he's doing a talk in Mansfield as well or something like that, or he's doing a talk somewhere at college. But he's getting around, bless him, which is great.
I mean, let's not forget that there's a new show running now, so Chris Chibnall's rehabilitation begins. That's how it works.
Yeah. Until they try and bring him back, like Russell.
We only hate the current one.
Yeah. Well, some people can't let it go, can they? But
no,
that's their loss.
Right, I'm not attacking anybody, so the beginning of my end step, everyone gets a counter from the Fifth Doctor.
Ain't that swell?
All of us?
No,
all of yours.
All my doctors.
Oh, I see.
I've got rid of one Fifth Doctor. I need to get rid of another.
Take him out.
Yeah.
I need to take him out.
Okay, I'm going to perceive that as a threat to my borders. Right, Chris, your turn.
Oh, great!
You're not doing any combat? I know, because of course your Fifth Doctor thing.
The only feedback I've been able to do is ping you for 2, and I want to see how you're going to sort of start this round before I decide whether to provoke you or not.
Guys, I'll come back in about 10, 15. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's about how long my turn takes, isn't it?
You might not have any life left when you do.
Yeah, true, yeah.
There's 500 year... Oh, no, it's a legendary artifact, the 500 year diary, so I don't get that one under River Song.
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame. So, that means I'm going to start my turn by rolling a River Song's diary. Because if you recall, I've got all your sorceries from way back when. And I pick one at random and I may play it.
Yeah.
At the beginning of your upkeep, so I'm guessing that's kind of now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it untap upkeep? Let me just untap things. Except the Pandorica. The Pandorica can stay tapped.
Boo!
Somebody trapped in there, haven't you?
Yes, indeed you do.
There we go.
Tom, I finished the Quinn dilemma today.
Oh, yeah, I need to get that. I'm going to get that finished this weekend.
I won't spoil it. It's really good. So good.
Right, I have rolled a 4, which is Path to Exile.
Ah, okay.
Can't remember whose that was or what it does. Let me just look it up.
Graham used it to get rid of my Delgado Master.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he thought it was the Master.
Because of mistaken identity there, but...
Yeah, so he was the Master of Disguise after all.
Exile target creature. Its controller may search their library for a basic land, put that card onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle.
So you could exile your own if you wanted to get a card out.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Totally do that. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, I second that. Yeah.
I mean, lands are much more peaceful anyway, Chris. Come on, let's do the passive rule.
It was Graham's card, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll exile the Fifth Doctor then.
Oh my god!
Right, yeah.
All right.
Which is great because an exile makes me War Doctor more powerful as well.
The War Doctor's way stronger.
So if he goes in exile, he loses all his tokens. I take it.
Yeah, he's just out of the game now, unless you can summon him from exile. I think.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not aware of any cards. Oh, I didn't attack you with my TARDIS, and that's all the thanks.
No, you didn't.
That's all the thanks I get. That will be...
Do you know what? I've not even drawn yet either. Let's see what I've got.
Good lord.
Oh, hello. That's fun. That's very fun, actually.
Oh, great. Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds
I
good.
shall play a Storm-Carved Coast, which is a land that lets me tap to add blue or red mana. I
Okay.
need to put it somewhere. I shall stick it on the end. Sorry, I'm running out of space
I'm
for
running out of
all of my
space.
land.
It's a nightmare. I need a bigger board.
Yes, it's getting a bit like that, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and then I need to put Heaven Sent on, which gives me
Okay.
another clue token, so I'm up to 4 clue tokens, which is
Right.
fantastic, because we're in the City of the Daleks.
Yes.
I don't know whether you've heard of the City of the Daleks.
I've been there. I've sat on the chair.
Oh, fantastic. Well, then you shall know it well. I will also... Which one shall I play?
Jesus.
I am going to tap a Soul Ring
Okay.
and a Rogue's Passage and my recently played Stormcard Coast and Frostbitten Snarl for a blue and a red to play my 10th Doctor.
Oh, okay. Alonso.
Slot him in the middle there. So yeah, Alan Z is the name of his thing. Whenever I attack, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. And then he's got an ability called Timey-Wimey, which costs 7 mana. And you time travel 3 times. You activate it only as a sorcery, and for each suspended card you own, and each permanent you control, with a time counter on it, you may add or remove a time counter, and then do it 2 more times. I've just realised, because of Clara, I should have put that one up to 9. There's me 9. There's me 9. So the War Doctor's got 9 power points it can use. It's only a 5/7 at this point, though.
Okay.
So, is that all I want to play?
Yes.
Is it all I want to play?
I made
So
a bad move here, I think.
I could play some more, couldn't I? Do you know what? No, what I'm going to do instead is this. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 mana. I'll use that mountain instead. 3 mana to tap my Sonic Screwdriver, which means a target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that with my War Doctor, and I am going to attack Thomas.
Oh, okay.
For 5 damage.
5, okay.
And then whenever War Doctor attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of time counters on it to any target. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead.
Right. I see where this is going.
So you're down to 27?
Sounds like it. Yeah, okay.
You're down to 27. And then I think I will probably destroy with my 9 points of damage the Dalek drone.
Can I choose to not block and just take the extra damage, or do I have to block with the Dalek?
No. This is just damage from his ability,
Oh, it's
basically.
just going to attack the Dalek then. All right, okay.
Yeah, the Dalek just dies, which is
Okay.
On theme for the War Doctor.
Oh, yeah,
so he's
exactly.
gone.
So he gets exiled then, so he's over there.
Yeah, and then also that means that he gets let's just see, 10, 11 now.
Right.
Because when something's exiled, he gets a time token.
Mm-hmm.
So that counts up to 11 now.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Let me just see. Oh, whenever you attack, target opponent loses X life, where X is the number of artifacts you control as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I've got 8 artifacts. So you also need to take 8 damage.
Oh, God. So an extra 8 on top of the damage I've just took, yeah?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
I'm down to 21.
Are you, though?
Down to 21. Oh, I've got you at 19. I must have miscounted. I'll put you at 21. Do apologise. So that's my attacks on Thomas. Do I want to attack anyone else?
Share the love, Cray.
No, not yet. I'm going
No.
to save Graham for another turn, I think.
You do not.
Just because I'm coming over the top. What I am going to do is roll my planes dice, see if it's the lucky dice quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a planeswalk. So
Oh,
none of you get to do
man.
that.
That's it was quite scary. I didn't know the idea that everybody else was going to do that.
So that's the lucky dice. That's nice to know. We're on Kablam
Whoa.
Warehouse.
Oh, good plan.
Whenever one or more target creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
Okay.
Whenever chaos ensues, until your next turn, non-creature artifacts you control gain tap, sacrifice this artifact, flip a coin, and if you win, flip this artifact. Sorry, let me start that again. This is confusing. You need a coin, apparently.
Oh,
Whenever
great.
chaos ensues, until your
You can
next
use a
turn,
badge.
non-creature artifacts
use
you
the badge.
control gain tap, sacrifice this artifact, flip a coin. If you win the flip, this artifact deals 3 damage to any target.
Right.
Okay. You're throwing your equipment out to people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether any of us would do that necessarily.
Yeah, if it's well, it depends. If it's a finishing move, you might.
Finish him.
So yeah, this is good now because now I've done my attacks. I need to do the Alon Z thing, which is when I attack, I exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land card. I put 3 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So the first one is a land. That means that the War Doctor goes up to 13. Is this a big enough dice? No, it isn't. I have to switch to another one. The War Doctor's up to 13. Non-land. Oh, this is cool.
13. I feel like I got rid of the War Doctor. I feel like an idiot now.
This is Gallifrey Falls No More.
All right. Oh, that's a cool card.
Is that a double card?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
You should have to pay a load of mana for it, but because it's under suspend, I don't actually have to do that now, which is cool. Yeah. Hang on, let's just put a 3 on that. That one can go up there. I'm stupidly running out of place. It's getting silly now. So yeah, basically, when it comes in 3 turns' time, Gallifrey Falls deals 4 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Any number of target creatures you control phase out as well, which is they're gone for a turn, basically. So you can choose to leave yourself open, but also you can,
well, you can
suspend
take
some stuff.
I could take all my creatures out, play that Crisis of Conscience, and then bring mine back in next turn, and then I'm the only one with any creatures.
Oh.
That's one way of using it.
Yeah, I wonder if... I've also got to do that again, basically, because of Clara.
For Clara.
Because it's a triggered ability.
This is why you're winning. You get 2 goes per turn.
Yeah.
So this is...
what am I
the
doing
wedding
wrong?
ring. River Song's wedding ring. That's cool. I'm glad I put that in there. That's the one where I get to pick somebody, and then when they lose life, whenever they gain life, I gain life, and all that sort of thing.
Oh, that's...
Well, that's not bloody happening.
useful.
Yeah. So that's... do you know what? I'm going to put those 2 upside down so I know that they're suspended.
Right. That's on a timer, yeah? That's 3... What's it, 3 turns?
Yeah, 3 turns. Yeah,
Right.
and then they come in basically in 3 turns' time. I also get to bump me War Doctor up to with his 15 time counters on him now. So yeah, he can.
He basically gets another point every time you do anything.
Yeah, he gets another point anytime something's exiled or phased out.
But when
Basically.
they suspend the same as phase.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's just the 13 he's down to. When one or more other permanents, phase out, or whenever one or more other cards are put into exile. So it's phase out or exile. You're right. That should be 17 because I only did it the once.
Phew. Great.
'Cause it's-
Going maths.
Yeah, because of Clara.
So
Yeah, basically, he's only a 5/7.
he's going to be able to kill everybody with 1 turn each, isn't he?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
So somebody bring a
He's
good
only-
card out.
Jeez, Chris, you're essentially unstoppable.
No, because it's all built on matchsticks, isn't it? Basically.
So even
Like a
if I
good-
get to do what I want to do, it's not going to be worth anything.
Yeah, that Dalek drone's gone as well now, and that's in exile. That's cool.
Yeah.
So that one's done. So you're all right. You're down to 21. So it's who's winning at the minute? It's Graham, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
It makes it sound so nice and casual. Yeah, it's fine.
Geoff next.
Yeah, it's me next. Yeah.
Go on, Jeff. You got it, man. Come on. You're doing it, mate.
Let me just see if I've finished quick. Hang on.
Has he actually finished this?
Yeah.
I've got something else I can do.
I think Geoff, you know, you get them chess clocks.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a amount of time for a move.
Yeah. Maybe we should do
30
that.
seconds.
I'm just going to do a sorcery quick in my second main phase.
Oh, of course.
So I'm going to do Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey, which is a sorcery that it's time travel. So for each suspended card I own, and each permanent I control with a time counter on it, I may add or remove a time counter, and then draw a card. So from these two, I'm going to drop them down to 2 each, so they come in a turn quicker.
Do you do that twice?
Rose.
Because of
no. This is just a 1. But when a player casts an instant sorcery spell from their hand, exile it instead of putting it into the graveyard. So yeah, that exiles. War Doctor goes up to 19.
Yeah.
And that goes into Riversong's diary.
19.
Yeah, it's not. It's only 19 points of like one-off hit damage.
So no, I should have asked what cards Chris had to begin with, so I could get rid of his War Doctor.
You know what? Whatever one you got rid of, he would be using just as evilly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's the only things. Oh no, that is the time counter, so I can add 1 onto the War Doctor as well. So actually, it's a 20. I'm running out of dice here.
You can borrow some of mine. I barely use them.
Yeah. No, that's that's it for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All
Let's
right.
see what we can do. So, untap.
Come on, Geoff. You got this. You're doing it, mate.
Untap. Right. Draw. Oh, excellent. Oh, that's good. Right. Land down. You have no maximum hand size. Okay. So,
Woo.
I am
I didn't draw my card. Sorry, I'm drawing my card from that last thing.
What'd you get?
Not selling.
Okay.
It's good though. Oh, it's good.
Great.
Right, I am tapping 1, 2. Not that yet. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 land tapped. Clara is coming in to play. She's got summoning sickness, but that should mean that Paradox on 13 activates whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, correct?
Yep.
So she's now +2. Okay, then I'm going
Did Clara
to
come from... Oh no, because it's your Foretold Soldier in it that's in suspend. Or
yeah, and Clara's
not in your hand.
in my commander area. So I'm then going to tap Yaz for 1 fire, 2, 3, 4, and then I can exile the top card from my library, and I can play it until my next end step. So that also activates Paradox, which is now +3. Now, does that?
Oh no, not yet. You've put it into exile.
Oh, okay.
It's when you bring it in that you get it. But what you do by putting it into exile is give me an extra 2 on my War Doctor.
No, Geoff, you did this all again.
I don't think it matters at this stage. That creature is powerful enough to kill anybody. We've got to find a solution to it. It doesn't matter how big it gets now. It's already too big.
No, he's 22.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's still a 5/7 creature, but he can just.
Yeah, he's not invincible power wise. He's just got the sort of like it's like Duggan's punch.
Yeah, but you're not going to use him to block anybody, are you? With that amount of power.
I mean, I've got a card here that I could use.
It's a tricky problem. We're going to have to find a way around it.
Because I do have a card
for the rest of our life. Bow down to Kris.
I've got another instant here in my hand that I could possibly use, but I don't know if it will work in the way I want it to work.
that's not worked for me.
So I'll have to sort of ask the judge if it works in the way I want it to work.
This isn't your best game, Geoff.
It's not, no. So
Things still
exile the
change.
top card of your library until your next end step you may play it. So does that mean my next go round is when I can use it?
No, at the end of this turn is. And you basically get the choice of, like, you can play it for the mana it costs, or you can just leave it in exile forever.
Oh, well, I can't cast it, so that'll have to go there.
Oh,
so
God.
Paradox
Sorry, Geoff. This
didn't
is awful.
work. So that's the end for me.
That's a far-
Oh, you sound so uplifted.
It's the end. This sounds like Turlo and the Five Doctors. Like, what do we do now? Die.
But you've got, isn't your 13th Doctor a 5/5 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's decent. You could attack somebody with it.
You can,
Not
like,
me.
you can stub someone's toe with it, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not enough though.
Tom, and you've got your Foretold Soldier, haven't you?
I haven't cast him out though. I haven't got enough mana left to bring him out.
What have you played?
I haven't got for the Foretold Soldier. I have to spend 2 mana to bring him back out, don't I?
Yeah.
I haven't got enough left.
Oh, what? Because of the 6 you paid to do Clara?
Yeah, and then I did Yaz.
Oh, no, you don't have to pay for Yaz. She's a free tap if she's already out.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, if she's on the battlefield, you just tap her for whatever. She's already out. So she's been costed. You just tap her for the ability.
Oh, God, have I got that all wrong then? So if I wanted to attack with her... So, hold on. If I got something...
If you tap her, you get to exile the top card. But that means that she's out for this turn and until your next one, and you untap her.
Oh, okay. So if I cast the mana, that's when I can activate her to attack and stuff.
No. So the mana is to get her on the battlefield.
Oh,
Once she's on the battlefield, she can either attack and be tapped to attack, or you can tap her to use her ability.
Oh,
So
God, you know what? That's awful. I did not realise that. I thought you had to cast the mana to enable them to attack and stuff after that.
No. It will say if it does, but that means that you have got the option.
Okay, so in that case, I need to rewind a little bit. So I've taken the top card off my deck, which is the 12th Doctor. He can do one. So now I can... okay, hang on a minute. Can I do this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's
so you just need 1 and a forest, I think, for the Foretold Soldier. And if you bring in the Foretold Soldier, you get another Paradox, which is doubled because of Clara.
Okay, I'm going to do that then. That seems like the best move now. So, Forest and my Fiery Islet. So my Foretold Soldier is out. So that means another +1 on 13, which is then duplicated by Clara. So she's a +5. And then... Hang on. Can I... No. Okay. That is... I tell you what.
I mean, Thomas hasn't got any creatures, I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm took enough of the beating. Bugger off.
I can then tap my Foretold Soldier, and Tom, I will come at you with a 6/6.
Right, I've got another instant here.
Yeah,
and I don't want to use it.
Do you want to come back and play?
I don't want to use the instant on this. So
you don't have to.
How much hit you taking?
6.
6. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take the 6. So I'm on
some damage at last. Some damage. 20. I damaged someone.
Right,
Too
so
scared to
Not
attack
in the right
Chris.
place, though, if you ask me.
Right, so
No, I'm too
There's only
scared
one
to attack
danger on
Chris.
this board.
Yeah.
And
You should be down to 15, Thomas.
Down to 15. Jeez.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
And Geoff, you get to create a treasure token because of the Kablam warehouse.
Right, let me just get my token pile. The treasure, you say?
Yep.
Treasure.
Thanks for the...
I'll tell you something else you can do as well with your lot, right? So because you've got the 13th Doctor, you can use Team TARDIS and untap everything again.
Oh yeah, you're right. It says untap each creature you control with a counter on it, so that's only going to be my foretold soldier, isn't it?
Has he got a counter? No, it's the 13th Doctor that's got a counter, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not tapped.
No. So if you start putting counters on Yaz and the foretold soldier, probably Yaz, it means you can untap them. And what I was doing was I was getting a counter on Yaz to untap her, and then at the end step of the person before me, I tapped her to exile something.
Yeah.
So that going into my turn, she was automatically untapped, and I could do it straight away again, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can tap her at any time in any person's turn if she's untapped, and you can exile something.
So I should, next time Paradox activates, put a +1 on her?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't really do anything again now, I don't think. And I can't make use of that Team TARDIS other than on the foretold soldier. Oh no, he hasn't got a token on them. I don't know why I've got a 2 dice on him. Okay. Alright, that is the end for me, I believe.
Congratulations on doing damage.
Yeah, that's great. I'm proper chuffed about that.
Did something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, cheers. There we go.
Cheers to that.
Clink.
Oh.
Right. Tom, over to you.
Might go again. Brilliant. Okay.
Are you all right being
I will
called Tom?
untap.
Are you all right being called Tom?
Yeah, I don't mind Tom. Tom or Thomas.
Good.
I'm good with either.
It's
Usually
like,
at work it's Tom because it's quicker to shout in an emergency.
Do you get called
Because
Tom?
there's been a few times where we've had like a fire at one point. We've had like the lift door come off at one point. So it's been like, Tom, get out of the way.
Bloody hell! Where is it that you?
Stop doing that.
No,
Tom,
the thing is,
the
the
door
fire
back
was caused by me, and the lift thing was caused by me. Right, so I'm going to draw a card.
So remind us where you work so we can avoid it.
Oh, Sainsbury's. Good luck. Any Sainsbury's. It could be in any.
Yeah.
Right,
I worked in Sainsbury's for a bit.
I used to work in a Sainsbury's
I did, that was my
petrol
first job.
station.
But yeah, it's still my first job. I've been there 5 years now.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
good going.
I got medically discharged from Sainsbury's because I dislocated my shoulder so badly I couldn't lift anything.
Really?
Ooh, okay, so I've got a really cool creature here that I'm going to play. So I'm going to tap. Let's see. So I need 1 black. So I'm going to tap
At one
Dark
point,
Water Catacombs for the 1 black. Bam, badam. And then I'm going to tap. Oh, I need 2 mana. So that's. Oh no, hold on. No. I'll do this instead. I'll tap Path of Ancestry. And then I will tap Mountain, and I will also tap Sunken Hollow. So that's me 2 mana plus the 1 black, and because it's the 1 black, I get to scry 1, because it's Path of Ancestry. So, brilliant. That's exactly what I need. That's coming up later. And with that, I'm going to now cast the Vashta Narada, which is
is cool.
Alien horror. It's indestructible, so good luck. One of its abilities is Shadow. This creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with Shadow. And then it has Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Vashta Narada. So I guess that doesn't count if creatures get exiled, because creatures aren't dying because they're getting exiled, aren't they, because of your War Doctor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's slightly different, isn't it?
Yeah, but whatever. It's just that's kind of the blocker. I've got like a nice indestructible blocker, and then let's see what.
It's only a blocker. You've got Shadow. Somebody's got Shadow.
Yeah, someone needs Shadow to block me, basically.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said it could only be blocked or blocked by Shadow.
A creature with Shadow, yeah.
So, but you can only block a creature with Shadow?
This creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with Shadow. So you can only... I'm not 100% sure of that. So what? So you can block me only if you have Shadow.
Read it out word for word.
Right. Shadow, brackets, this creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with shadow.
Right, yeah. So if I attacked you with a shadow creature, you could block it.
Yeah.
But I haven't got any. So anything I attack, you can't block with that.
I don't think there's any other card in all 4 decks that does that. It's just that one.
That's
right.
Then it would be a bit weird for that to be, unless you could only fight other Ashton Rod.
I think you just quietly build it up by the looks of it, so that like if you had other cards that were killing creatures, you just like you're basically doing what the War Doctor does surreptitiously, aren't you?
Yeah. So I can't block with it, and I can't attack.
You can't block with it, but nobody can block you.
Oh, okay. So I can just keep attacking you guys. I can just keep nicking you guys with one attack. I love that.
If there was somebody who was taking lots of life points away from you, for example, and you wanted to get your own back.
Right, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tap these 2 for their mana. So that's 2 mana. And then I'm going to sacrifice a clue token. And with that, I'm going to draw another card. Okay. So that's good. That's the card that I scried earlier, so I've now got that in my hand, but I don't want to play it just yet, because I'm worried that something terrible is going to happen to it if I put it down early. And then, oh god, do I sacrifice another clue token? I've got 2 spare here anyway. Yeah, I may as well. So I'll do another 2. And then I'll sacrifice another clue token. That's 2 tokens. Oh, apologize for my hand over there. And I will draw another card. Okay. I like that. That's good. Brilliant. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I've got my flux here. So I'm going to turn that to turn 3, which lets me exile the top card of my library, and I may play that this turn. So that's exiled, Chris. Remember that?
Yep, I'm up to 24.
Okay, and I should be able to play this without using its mana cost. So I'm going to play Talisman of Indulgence. So if I tap it, I can add mana, or if I can tap and add a black or red mana, but it deals 1 damage to me.
Cool.
So there you go. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool card. So I've got a pretty full hand here. All right. I think I am good. I'm going to end my turn there.
Right.
I'm going to stick with Kablam, I think. I'm not too sure, because again, like that's a cool sort of land. So I'm not going to roll the dice just yet.
Okay. Right. That's me draw. What remind me of the Planeswalk. What does that do for my turn? Anything?
Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
Right, so if I attack, I get treasure.
Yeah.
On the line. Okay.
Chaos is the daft coin flip thing.
Right, yeah.
If you want to sacrifice an artifact, but I'm not sure.
I'm
Anyone would?
looking at my library with my 4th Doctor ability. And what does it say? You may play a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of your library when you do. So I can put this straight into play if it's legendary. Yes. I don't have to pay the money. Cost. That's right, yeah?
Which one was that again?
Once each turn with the 4th Doctor, I may play a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of my library. When you do, create a food token.
Yeah.
Well, it's a creature, a legendary creature. That's historic spell, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
So I can bring the 7th Doctor out.
Oh.
For nothing. Finally, that paid off.
Do you not have to pay the mana for that still?
Well, I don't know. I think I might do.
I can never work out when it says play. Is it just mean to stick it down?
So I can cast it. I can't play it. I can cast it. So I have to pay.
You can play without using the mana cost, or just play that card. And I don't know what the sort of difference is.
Yeah, I think if it said play, I could just put it into play. Because it says cast, I have to pay for it. I'm going to lay. I'm going to lay an island. No, that's not that.
Right, I'll be right back, guys.
I'm going to tap my island. No, sorry, my 500-year-old diary to add a blue mana for each clue token. And I don't know. Does it say? No, for each clue. So they're clue tokens, and that's a clue class of card. So I think that's 3, yeah?
Yeah, that suits me.
And so 1 extra blue and 1 white. So that's paid his casting cost. So he is summoned in sick.
Yep. How many doctors have you got? Have you got 4, 1, 6, 5, and 7 now?
4, 1, 6. I did have 5, but you exiled him.
Oh, terrible. Sorry.
But that's right. I've got that would have been 5 doctors.
Yeah.
And
Five doctors. John Nathan Turner would be proud.
The Gallifrey stands card. I need 13.
No, sir, all 13.
Yeah, but I haven't got 13 in here, and that feels like a little bit like
we need an edit point so we can do that as a bit.
Yeah, it feels like I'd be tuning up my deck just for that one event, and nothing else would work until that happened.
The 14th Doctor card that's coming out would basically allow that.
Would it? Oh, because
basically when you put it into play, you exile the top you put the top 14 cards of your graveyard of your library into your graveyard, and then any doctors in your graveyard you can then what's it? But the Doctor one, is it the 5 doctors? It lets you bring them all back.
Yes. Yeah, well, it lets you bring them out of your deck into your hand, and if you've got something else, you can then all play them without the mana cost as well. So that would help. But I don't think I've got 13 in the deck. I'm
going to try it.
Yeah, I will be if I get enough doctors. Right. What was I putting? I put a time counter on my 500-year-old diary. I need 12 of those. I don't really know what for, but it's been a long time before I need to know. But that's a mana out. I don't want mana burn, so I am going to use a colourless mana also to bring out Thought Vessel, which is another artifact. It means I have no minimum hand size, and I can tap for colourless mana.
Cool.
We use my 4th Doctor to look at my library.
Okay.
I've done that once. Oh, but there you go. Right. Have I got enough to bring Leela out?
Get your Leela out.
Get your Leelas out. No, I haven't. I've only got... Oh, does anyone give me 2 for anything? No. Oh, I shouldn't have done that with the Thought Vessel. All right. Okay. So now I've got to decide whether to... Oh, no. I've got to also do the Caves of Androzani. I'm up to 4. So this is the last one.
Okay.
Search your library for a Doctor card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So that's another card that will go in the Gallifrey stands deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
If I've got any doctors left. I should have. I'm going to get 3.
We only have 8 doctors. Unless we counted the Morbius doctors, that's an extra 4.
I got the 3rd Doctor there. I have to reveal that, don't I? There you go.
Yeah.
That's going into my hand. So using my hand, I can use the 4th Doctor to look at the next card. Because I had to shuffle just now. Okay, that's quite dull. Thank you. I've got mana there. That's colourless mana. I can tap an artifact straight away. It comes out, can't I?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I've got that's just good to go.
Okay, great. So, more mana and Leela. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first... So, whenever you get an extra card, basically, I put a 1/1 counter on Leela. Okay, that's useful. That anyone, that counts for me as well, doesn't it? Okay.
So is Leela in?
Leela's in, yeah. So, do I attack? I'm trying to let me look at Chris's
It's really very blurry. There's dice everywhere, isn't there?
I need to see whether I... Oh, then look at all that. I can't even see the powers and toughnesses, can I?
See, mine's all nice and neat. It's all nice and straight.
The thing is, if I save all my people for defence, and then Kris just hits me with like 25 points, I might as well be dead.
That's the problem, isn't it?
So there's no point.
It's only to a creature, so I just pick a creature basically and destroy that.
Oh, you can't kill me.
No, it's not onto you. It's not trample or anything like that.
That does make a difference. Hang on, I don't need the Caves of Endrezani anymore because that's used up. That goes in the graveyard. But on the other hand, I could just sit here trying to defend attacks when you're pinging them from above. So it's kind of like you're forcing me into attack, aren't you? Really? Otherwise, I'll lose them anyway.
I would never do such a thing.
I don't believe the word you say.
Oh. No, because you'll just attack me instead. It's fine. It's all good.
No, it's... I mean, at some stage I will attack Tom and Geoff, but they're not any threat to me. Unless Kris talks Geoff into attacking people so they don't attack him. Which he does quite a lot.
I've got nothing at the minute.
Do you think I'm that gullible?
All right, I better have a rundown of your creatures, Kris, just to see if I'm going to get slaughtered or I can go for it.
Right, so the War Doctor's tapped, but he is nominally a 5/7 at the moment. There's the 10th Doctor, who's a 3/5. Clara Oswald, who is she's normally a 2/6, but I've got 6 counters on her, so she is now an 8/10.
8/10.
Is that right? 8/12, sorry.
8/12, okay.
8/12, and Rose Tyler, who is a 5/5 at the moment.
Rose.
Kris, I have a question.
Yes.
If I cast my token artifact treasure, that is that a spell that's anywhere other than my hand?
No. Artifacts don't count as that. They're sort of like a separate thing.
That's what I thought. So
he's telling you that. He's just he lies.
Okay, I'm crewing up the TARDIS.
Okay.
The first Doctor. Oh, I'm going to regret this. So
it's my turn next, isn't it? It's my turn next.
It's either sit here and wait for you to kill me, or just have some fun. So stand back for some fun.
I'm going to die first at this point. No worries.
I'm going to attack you with all 3 now. The TARDIS, which is 2/4, which is flying.
I've got to take that.
Yeah.
Yep. So that puts me down to 29.
7/7, 6th Doctor.
Okay. What's me, Clara? Yeah, she'll tank that.
Yeah, I thought she would, but also that means you can't block this one with Clara. But I suppose you've got little creatures you can grab, haven't you?
Need to know what it is first. Yeah. Oh, I've got my alien token, which is an 8/8 as well. I forgot that. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no worries. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to attack with the TARDIS.
Oh, because the coward's way out.
Yeah, I mean, my 4th Doctor is 13, 14.
Cool.
But you can just block him with your 10 at 3/5, and you don't take any damage. So what's the point? I've got more people out.
What's the point of alive?
It is kind of at the moment. If I can't kill John Hurt, all I can do is ping 2. But he's going to kill one of my creatures anyway. So
yeah.
What did you say that 4th Doctor was? 13, 14.
Yeah. You just drop it. You've got. I'd have to kill a creature it'd take me 5 turns to get that damage through, at least. I need to draw a card. No, I'm just going to ping you for the 2 because you're going to attack me anyway because I'm your biggest threat, I think.
I am now because you went for me.
I didn't go for you first time, and you said you're going to save me for next time. So
I do have an instant which I could I possibly use it this turn to sort of help Graham.
Well,
if you feel you must.
I've got a sorcery here which says turn target creature face down. It's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature. So could I use that on the War Doctor and turn him into a Cyberman
If you did, I would destroy you next turn. Because I'd be very cross.
If you did that, I might attack him with everything I've got every single turn, just to see if we can actually get Christy.
Oh no! Unfortunately, I can't do that because all my lands are tapped. But that's something I do have in my hand.
Well, you just dangle a carrot in front of me.
I just remembered I've tapped everything.
Yeah, I don't think I can take Kris on. Apart from that 2 points, I don't think.
Ah, shame.
Although there'll be another doctor out next turn, and that one's got trample. Unfortunately, the fifth doctor can't bump him up, so his trample's worth nothing. I am desperately trying to think what exciting to do. Did I look at the next card with the fourth doctor's ability? Yeah, I did, and that's not going to help me next turn. No, that's tapped. No, that's it. Go on, Kris. Take your revenge for those 2 points.
I'm just going to go and get a
Don't
drink
let it
quickly.
be like exaggerated or anything.
I won't drag it out. Not much. Right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to untap my War Doctor. And these guys, the lands, all of them. And... Sorry, let's put these down. I've got too much stuff to do. And these artifacts, the Sonic Screwdriver and the Soul Ring. Did anyone play a sorcery last turn? I don't think they did they, in the end?
No.
No, so I'm still just on for the 6. Where did that nice roll of dice go? There it is. Oh no, I'm on a 7 now, so maybe I'll just do a bigger dice. Have I got something that's got 8? Oh, that's an 8-sided dice. I'll see if this one works out. What's that one?
What if I missed?
That might do it. So yeah, basically I'm going to do this roll with this bigger dice. Anything that's not anything 1 to 7, I'm just going to re-roll it until I get that for the River Song's Diary thing. And it is a 6, which is Flatline.
Oh, cool.
Let's remind ourselves of what Flatline does.
I know full well what Flatline does.
No, it gives you +0/+1 on creatures, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
I've got it over here.
There it is. Creatures your opponents, that's all of you, control, have base power and toughness 0/1 until the end of turn.
Yeah, so that if you're going to have an attack phase, you can just make everybody just a minimal blocker, really, can't you?
So yeah, basically, River Song has just made everybody a 0/1.
Okay.
Everybody's creatures 0/1.
The Vivasharad is indestructible.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, I'm not worried about
Genuinely not worried about it, because I can't hit it anyway, because I've not got Shadow.
It doesn't kill them, it just reduces them to minimum toughness, and they've got no power.
So everybody's 0/1 until this turn, and Rose is still a plant, but these go down to...
Have we sussed what that means yet?
Not a clue. 1. Heaven's Sent goes on to 3, which is the end of it.
Okay.
But this is cool. So Heaven's Sent, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So everybody loses 1.
Oh, okay.
So that means Geoff's 29, you're 14, and Graham's 35?
No, I'm 31.
You're 31.
I thought you were doing it to creatures. That would have killed everybody, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Heaven Sent deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then, if an opponent has 0 or less life, draw 7 cards. Otherwise, exile Heaven Sent, and you may cast it this turn. So that's Heaven Sent gone. And my War Doctor is 26 power points on it, because he's exiled. I mean, I'm literally going to tap 2 straight away to play that Heaven Sent back in there. So he's on turn 1. And that means I create another clue token, so I've got 5. Don't know what to do with them. And then I'm going to draw.
You only just in your first. Oh, is that your second card this turn?
No, it's the first one. I didn't get to the draw step yet.
That should be your third one after untap and upkeep. You've done all of that in your upkeep.
Yeah, because of the River Song thing.
Blimey! No wonder.
Yeah, and Heaven Sent. Yep. I cast it this turn. I'm going to put down a mountain land. And then I'm going to play
Murderous Revenge.
possibly. Let's have a look. Cool. Okay, I'm going to be doing a lot this turn, believe it or not.
All right.
So I'm going to tap a Soul Ring for 2 mana, Rogue's Passage and Exotic Orchard for another 2, and then Command Tower and Plains. So that's a lot of tapped, but that means I can bring in the Atraxi Warden.
Ooh.
To somewhere. So the Atraxi Warden, you'll be pleased to know, has flying, and it's a 6/6 creature. When Atraxi Warden enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target tapped creature. So I think the only thing anyone's got tapped is Yaz and the First Doctor, is that right?
Yeah, I don't have anything tapped.
You know, my Foretold Soldier's tapped.
Sorry, do I need to be listening to anything, Chris?
Sorry, yeah, have you got anything tapped?
Just dial
Yes,
your
I have
points
the
down.
First Doctor, the TARDIS, the 500-year-old diary, and a load of land.
I'm going to, on account of this has to be exile 1 target tapped creature, I'm going to exile your First Doctor from the game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the least. That's the least, I'm sure. I just kind of, I really want to use some stuff at one point, if we ever get there. I mean, I have been using my TARDIS, I must admit.
Yeah, no, that TARDIS is very annoying. But I've now got something that can block it, which is cool.
That's the only card I've actually got any use out of. The rest just sit here accumulating tokens till you kill them.
Well, yes.
I need a better strategy than that.
I've not even been able to use my bloody commander. My commander's been locked up for like
But
a week.
to be honest, I'm quite glad about that. But
I'm going to tap. Yeah. I'm also going to tap 3 more land. So that I've got a neutral, a blue, and a red to play River Song.
Oh, yay.
River Song somewhere. So River Song,
the one that's already out. It's River Song's book that's out, isn't it?
Yeah.
River Song's diary. So yeah, River Song is you meet in reverse, so you draw cards from the bottom of your library and rather than the top. And she's also got spoilers. So whenever an opponent scries, surveils, or searches their librry, put a +1/+1 counter on River Song, then River Song deals damage to that player equal to its power.
Bugger.
Yeah. What was their power and toughness?
Oh, no.
At the minute, she's a 2/2.
All right, okay. How long will it take to make her 1849?
Let's see, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's all I want to do on the main. And now I'm going to do some attacks.
Oh, now. Okay.
Come on, let's have some fighting.
Because if I recall, everybody is 0-1, aren't they, this turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am going to attack Graham. Can you imagine such a thing?
No.
No, I can't. No, absolutely no.
In fact, it's not happening. It's all a dream.
I feel like flinching every time I hear.
I'm not going to block with anything. So, how much damage is that?
Okay, there's a bit of working out.
Okay.
Hang on. Before I get there, let me just roll this plains dice. I just want to roll a plains dice just to see if there's any more chaos happening.
All right.
And it's a blank.
Oh.
It's unlucky. I'm bringing a new one out. So, have I got any more land or anything? No, I haven't. To play a Sonic Screwdriver. No, that just gives me 1 mana. Oh no, I've got. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I'm going to attack you with the War Doctor and Rose Tyler in that order. So Rose Tyler first, then the War Doctor, and then do I want to leave? The 10th Doctor as well. So the 10th Doctor's a 3/5.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
3.
So 13 damage.
Rose Tyler is 5/5, but she gets a +1 time counter. +1/+1 for each time counter on it. And whenever she attacks, you put a time counter on it for each suspended card I own or each permanent with a time counter on it. So I've got 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. She's got 3 time counters on her. And so that means that she's now +6/+6. So she's an 8/8. So Rose is an 8/8. The War Doctor is a...
Before she attacks, yeah?
So as she attacks,
Right, so
she
I've got to take another
gets...
3.
She gets a time counter for everything I've got a time counter on, so that's 3. And then she gets +1/+1 for each time counter on it. So that's how you bump her up quick. So yeah, she's an 8/8. The War
Right.
Doctor is a 5/7. And the 10th is 3/5.
Just drop it.
I'm down to 19.
You're down to 19.
Yeah.
And then it gets better because
Yeah.
obviously I can do the War Doctor's thing. So whenever the War Doctor attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of time counters on it to any target. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, then exile it instead. So I'm going to do that to your 4th Doctor because it's massive.
That's
Oh.
all right. That one goes back to the command deck, and the equipment stays on the table.
Yeah,
But
equipment gets the drop pickup and
not a good outcome, but I'm looking on the bright side.
so that's I'm
That
attacking.
might be the biggest overkill we've had in the game, because he had a toughness of 1 at that point, and how much damage did you do to him?
That was a lot, wasn't it?
That was
8, 5, 13, so 16 I think that was in total maybe? Plus the...
Oh,
Plus
wait
the
a
extra
minute.
hit.
Wait a minute. I put him back in the commands pile, but he was exiled, not killed. Does that change that?
No, I think with commanders you can choose, basically, whether you
Well,
put them into exile or whether you put them back in the command zone.
Right,
Don't
okay.
exile them.
Yeah, you need
Oh,
them.
but because he was exiled, I forgot the War Doctor now becomes 28.
So basically, you did
Jeez.
27 points of damage to a 0/1 creature.
Yeah. Do you think that's too much?
I've learned next time to use my dial.
Definitely enough. Well, I think we can say that you didn't underdo it.
So the next thing I'm doing is the 10th Doctor's Alon Z. So whenever I attack, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, suspend it with 3 time counters on it. Gain suspend, blah, blah, blah. So the first one is the 11th hour.
Can I just ask, are you going to do something to untap all those creatures at the end of your turn?
I don't think I can. Can I?
Constant talk to that. Right,
Don't
he's
I-
open. He's open. Get
He's
him.
open.
So then I've got to do that again. So that's an enchantment. Regeneration's restored. It becomes he's suspended 3, so his thing becomes. So I've got 2 more things with time counters on them. I'm running out of room to put everything.
My heart bleeds.
Yeah, that means Rose is super powerful next time I attack with her, isn't it? That's cool.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna tap the Sonic Screwdriver for 1 mana to roll the Plains dice again,
Okay.
just to see what happens. Oh, and it's Chaos.
Oh,
Whenever Chaos ensues until the next turn, non-creature artifacts you control gain tap, sacrifice the artifact, flip a coin. If you win the flip, deal 3 damage to any target until your next turn.
I turn. No, it's gonna.
I've got 5 clue tokens that I can do that with because I don't really need to draw.
oh,
We're
Damn it!
good.
Sorry, I was just looking at something. I haven't got any lag when I'm here on my tablet, but if I use it, it feeds back awfully. So I'll have to look at that next week for see if I can take advantage of that.
Yeah,
fantastic. It's on chaos. So non-creature artifact. So a non-creature artifact is like my clue. Would anyone mind, instead of flipping a coin, if I just did odd is heads, tails is even?
Yeah, go for it. It's easier to see for us.
So yeah, I'm going to sacrifice a clue token.
Okay.
And I'm going to say heads. And it's tails, so I don't get to do that. So I'm down to 4. I'm just going to do this again. So I'll call heads. Hey, and it's that. So that's down to 3. I've sacrificed those, and I can now do 3 damage to any target.
Well, everyone's still 0-1 if it's still your turn.
What, target?
Yeah.
Or like target?
Well, they're people, obviously.
Just says any target.
Yeah, you can anything. A player, a creature.
Okay, I'm going to target the 6th Doctor.
The
other big one. Yeah.
No, it's fair enough. 7/7. He's almost as big as one of your small ones.
Yeah. So that just puts my mind at ease.
Is he killed
a little bit? Just destroyed that one.
Oh, yeah, he's just killed, isn't he? Because you've done him by power, by toughness, haven't you?
See, I can do that 3 more times until my next turn, so that's cool because it means that like everybody's got to go. So if anybody comes at me, I'm going to be rolling dice to see what happens.
You can do that 3 more times before your next turn.
Yeah, it says Chaos and Shoes until your next turn.
So, Kris, would you like to remind us about how you were going to lay waste to everyone?
I've done some laying waste, as I want to do.
Indeed, yeah.
I'll take it up. I got a massive hit from Kris because he turned all my characters or creatures down to +0, +1. So I couldn't defend with anything or lose them. So I took the hit, and then he destroyed my creatures anyway. So I'm having a rethink about what I'm going to do in the rest of this game and with the rest of my life. But that was how Kris left me. So now, Kris, I'll hand it back to you again.
Yeah, well, I mean, the plane that we're currently on is Kablam Warehouse. So whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Should I have created treasure tokens? Maybe I should have created treasure tokens. Too late now.
I've got a treasure token.
Did you damage Graham with your move, or did you just remove cards?
I was damaged by
good
life points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe I'm due a treasure token then as well. But regardless of that, I've rolled a chaos on it, which means that whenever chaos ensues, until your next turn, non-creature artifacts you control gain tap, sacrifice this artifact, flip a coin. If you win the flip, this artifact deals 3 damage to any target.
Right.
Because I had 3 clue tokens that I don't really use and I haven't got anything to do with, and now I've got a treasure from that combat damage apparently. Yeah, I'm just going to, until my next turn, periodically, I might just roll a dice. And I think it was evens for heads, odds for tails.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I win the flip, I can deal 3 damage to a target.
Mm.
Great.
Wow.
Which is fun, isn't it?
That's
So
very fun.
you're doing stuff, but you've got this ominous threat poised.
Can you do that any turn, or like...
Yeah, it just says until your next turn, non-creature artifacts you control gain tap. So yeah, until my next turn, which is I've got 3 of you to get through.
Presumably that means they work as instants.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's just let's say the word.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
I mean, I can carry on doing it for all 3, 4 I've got left now if you want, but I mean, I figured that I may as well.
I would strongly advise against hurting anybody. I think it's very bad form.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably won't translate too well. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that you feel that you've done enough to me, but I suspect not.
Well, it depends on what you got out. You've got the 7th Doctor, Leela, and a TARDIS, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And Thomas has got the Vashta Narada, which is 1-1 or 2-2?
It's a 1/1 indestructible.
Oh, what does indestructible mean again?
Is that the one I sent you, Tom?
No, it's not that. No, that's not the one.
Oh, okay. I should have bloody kept that.
I've got two cards.
I sent that to
of
Amy
yours
through.
that
That's what I sent it to.
How odd. Indestructible. What does indestructible do? Does that mean that we can't kill it?
I'm assuming so, yeah, because it's a shadow in it. But it's got shadow, which this creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with shadow. So
That's exciting.
I can't block it, or I can't block. But you're technically not attacking it with
direct damage to it either.
It's on you, Tom.
It won't take any damage. I don't know how.
I think the War Doctor thingy could take that out because it just deals damage to something.
Yeah, but does it have shadow?
Yeah, it's not combat damage though. It's just general damage.
Yeah. Direct damage would not work either because it's indestructible. So
I'm trying to remember, when did I put my Vashnarada down?
I think even if you get it down to 0 life points, it's still alive.
Yeah, I'm going to say because there's Morbid.
Maybe exiling or something.
And with each creature died this turn, put a counter on Vashnarada. So how many creatures died on Graham's board?
Is it
4? I think.
Died as a result of combat or something?
It just says died.
Which would have to be the result. Oh, no, not necessarily.
Some of them were exiled,
No,
weren't they?
Yeah, two of them were exiled, which were the first Doctor and the 5th Doctor.
Yeah.
And in my graveyard is the 6th Doctor.
Yeah, so it's just the one, isn't it?
So can I put one counter on it?
Did it die or did...
if it's in the graveyard, it's dead. Surely.
There are other ways to get to the graveyard, because artifacts go in there and they're not... But it's a creature. I can't remember what move he used to kill it. So I don't know whether it like the others.
Was that just the instant damage? Because the War Doctor's got that instant damage kind of thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how he killed it now. I don't even know if Kris can. So...
Well, if it's dead, then can I put my counter on now?
Yeah, we go. Yeah, because unless there was something special trickery, it would have been killed somehow.
Fabulous.
So,
now a 2/2.
Indestructible means that it can't be removed by rules or effects.
Yes.
But it can be exiled or something.
No.
Yeah. I suppose that if another shadow creature attacked it and they dealt the same damage to each other, they would die from battle, wouldn't they?
Well, if this thing on the plane deals damage, that's just dealing damage. That's not an effect, is it?
No. Yeah.
So if I rolled the right thing, I could deal damage to it and take it out, possibly.
Probably.
Maybe. Well, it's Geoff's go anyway, isn't it?
It is Geoff's go.
Is it?
We get in these conversations. But yeah, so Geoff, bearing in mind Kris might act at any point, take your turn.
Kris is just going to flip a coin and ruin everything.
I was going to do a Ribbentrop pact with Geoff.
No.
How did that one end?
Yeah, it didn't end very well. It didn't end at all. It's not something.
Right. Okay. That's top heavy.
Come on, we waited about a week for this, Geoff.
Yes.
It's just a very intense cliffhanger. Yeah, we've had the Flux cliffhanger with like
maintain the
We literally have the Flux saga on. It very much feels like an episode of that.
It really did.
Right. Oh, I've just drawn. Okay. And I'm untapping. And I'm untapping. And I'm untapping. Okay.
Let's check the football.
Okay. So I am going to play. I'm going to do 1 water, 1 land.
Oh, 2-1.
2, 3, 4. And I'm playing 6th Doctor.
Ah.
And then 3, 4, 5. That gives me. I can't do that yet. Okay. And then I'm going to. Hang on a minute. I'm not going to do anything else.
Oh,
No.
come on.
Hang on. No, I'm going to use my. Wait a minute. Maybe I am. Hang on.
Oh my god! If you end your turn now after all this, I mean, it'll be beneficial to me, but like that's
Oh, don't you need to do your foretold soldier?
Oh yes.
You could, but like
Yeah. So, remind me what I need to do with that attack again.
Just attack somebody and deal damage. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that also gives 13 another +1, doesn't it?
Only when he pops back up on your next turn.
On the next turn around. Okay.
Yeah, because
right.
he's got a foretell cost, doesn't he?
Yeah. So
what's everybody's life again? Thomas is.
I'm on 14.
I've got 14.
Yeah.
Graham, I've got you down as a 19.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm on 31.
You're winning. I'm on 29.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to do one other thing first. I'm going to play water, land, and 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use my token artifact of treasure for an extra mana to enable me to cast my lunar hatchling. Who goes in, and then they've both got, him and Sixie have got summoning sickness. So I'm going to attack with my foretold soldier.
Okay.
Kris, remind me what you've got again.
I have got an 8/8 alien, an 8/12 Clara. They're untapped. I've also got River Song, who's got summoning sickness. I've got an Atraxi Warden, who's got summoning sickness. That's 6/6. Rose is currently an 8/8 with 3-time counters. The War Doctor is a 5/7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tom, how many points have you got?
I've got 14.
Graham, how many have you got?
19.
Tom,
Graham has got blockers, I think, hasn't he?
You have.
I've got 2 creatures out.
Okay. I'm going to be strategic and attack you, Graham.
Oh.
What's your creature? What's your power and toughness?
6/6.
Ooh.
Because Chris's stuff is too powerful at the moment, and I'm not ready.
Okay, but I could kill you. You know that, don't you?
You could, but it depends
I
on
mean,
your
you would take out a creature.
Yeah.
Just trying to decide whether 6 points that put me on 13. I'm going to have to block with both of my creatures. So I am going to block with the 7th Doctor first.
Yeah.
Who does 3 damage to you and takes all 6.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to block with Leela, who does the other 3 damage to you, but she survives.
Okay.
So I lose the 7th Doctor. You are off to Christmas card.
How that works?
So, whenever I deal damage, exile it face down, it becomes foretold.
Ooh.
So, Kris, is he out now, or does he just go into foretell?
Does he not die? If he dies, I think it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's too late for him to use the ability if he's already dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have attacked Thomas because I know he's got nothing to block with, and I'm sadistic.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. I'll show you sadistic.
Oh, hang on. Let me just do my roll quick.
Oh, you bastard.
I've got to call it. So I'm going to call heads, and I have called tails.
Oh,
Damn.
Yes, because Leela was vulnerable then.
thank goodness for that.
I don't know. I like Leela.
You good? Are you good, Geoff?
You don't like him enough not to kill her mercilessly, though, do you? That's my problem.
Okay. All right. So, my foretold soldier had just gone out, and I regretted doing that. And I'm sorry, Graham. I should have just moved on, like my original plan.
Well, I think it's fun to do stuff.
Yeah, it's fun to try.
I mean, to be fair, I could just cut that bit out and reset to...
Well, I wouldn't object, but...
I'm the villain here. I'm supposed to be the baddie.
I did warn you.
You did. and I didn't listen. So I'm done there.
So did you both attack with creatures that had equal sort of attack and defense?
No, he attacked me with one creature and I used 2 to defend, so I chose where the damage went.
Right, okay.
And then I was always going to have to lose one creature, and I basically chose to keep leader, etc., etc., because I could possibly do something about. No. Anyway, sorry, Geoff. Was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end for me.
All right, fireworks, Tom. Fireworks.
Okay. Oh my goodness! Right. This is where it gets complicated. So I'm going to untap.
I didn't use Yaz. That was a mistake.
You didn't use Yaz. So I'm going to untap everything. And then I'm going to draw. Ooh, okay. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use this. This is quite daft. Right, so first things first, I'm going to put Flux onto turn 4. So I get to exile the top card of my library, and I may play that card this turn. So I'm going to exile the top card.
Oh, cool.
And
that means the War Doctor gets a thing.
Yep. I'm aware of that, believe me.
He's at 30 now.
Just so you know, yeah. And with that, I'm going to be able to cast Ashad, the Lone Cyberman. So Ashad is a 3/3, not legendary artifact creature Cyberman. The first non-legendary artifact spell you cast each turn has Casualty 2, which I'm not 100% sure what that means. And then the second, whenever you sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Ashad, the Lone Cyberman. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to draw a land as well, because I forgot to do that first thing. So this is, I'm going to play Temple of Epiphany. When Temple of Epiphany enters the battlefield, scry 1. So I think it enters the battlefield tapped. Yep. So Kris, you've got your counter for River Song, I believe, at that one.
I have, yes. She goes to a 3/3, and then she does 3 damage to you.
What, straight away?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Oh, gosh. Okay, great. So I'm on, 11 now, yeah?
Oh, dear.
Okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So I get to scry 1. Okay. Down to 11. Hey, you know what? One of the guides I watched was Don't Be Afraid to Lose Life. Right, so here's where the fun thing begins. Right, so I need, let's see, so I'm going to tap, so I need 1 mana plus blue to cast Adric, Mathematical Genius, legendary creature, human artifact, artificer. The top ability, copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose a new target for your copy. Or the second ability, ultimate sacrifice, 1 plus blue mana. Sacrifice Adric and counter target activated or triggered ability. Therefore, with the power of, Matthew Waterhouse, who signed this card,
invested in me.
And the power invested in Matthew Waterhouse, I will sacrifice Adric with 1 blue. So I'm going to do Dark Water Cascade and Fetid Pools for my 1 blue. That's
exactly what the 5th Doctor thought that as well.
Yep, so I'm going to murder Adric. Kris, release my master from the fucking Pandorica.
I don't think you can you?
I can.
Because it's not an ability.
Yeah, it's a cast. Ultimate Sacrifice. Sacrifice Adric, counter target activated or triggered ability. I'm sure it's an ability, right?
You have to tap to do that.
Yeah, but also I've not activated the ability. The ability was activated ages ago, so I don't think it counts.
But you've had him tapped for ages. You've trapped him. You've had that ability triggered for the whole time.
But you can only counter it as it's doing it, though, can't you? Because that's how the stack works.
It's not. Well, it doesn't say. It's not.
No, I think you can activate the effect of it, so it comes out. It doesn't mean you can't do it again next time.
So get him out for this turn.
I'm not sure that's right.
Get him! Damn you! Get him out!
I'll go with it. I'll go with the corner to corner ruling. I don't think that's. I think that that's when something's. I think that's when something's about, because you're not destroying the Pandorica.
That's a permanent ability. So
it's not killing the Pandorica, but I'm reversing you taking the Pandorica's fine, but I'm reversing you putting him in there.
it is a triggered ability. It's just lasted a hell of a long time. It's not resolved yet because it's still current.
Like, you're free to put him back in again afterwards. It's not like a complete, you can't do it again. This is just to reverse it, to counter it, which
You
is
could
to take...
also ping Adric to death before he sacrificed.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I don't think that is it. I mean, I'll go with it if that's the crowd consensus. But I thought it was like because you're countering something that's been activated that turn. Because like once it's not your turn anymore, it's off the stack.
Well, it's not within this turn. It's just.
I don't think it is off the stack because it's still having an effect constantly every single turn. But I mean, we won't know for sure unless we look it up.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I mean, again, if the sort of like the majority rules is that, then
Well,
you know,
I would be inclined to think it was.
I mean, I reckon so.
But I wouldn't be surprised to find it's not. It's one of them.
Make it so.
all right. So
Make it so. Thank you, Geoff. You're a hero. You've facilitated killing a child for my own needs.
I will do the thing then, just to be spiteful
Thank
about
you.
it.
So, the
I'm
master's
going to
free.
call heads. Oh, it's a head, so I'll kill Adric straight away before that happens.
Oh, I've already sacrificed him. He's gone. I used that mana to sacrifice him. As I cast him,
Well, you do have to give the opponents an opportunity to react to something. When you say I'm going to sacrifice him, they have the right to react to that.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
no, sorry, man.
Oh, it's Kroll. It's very Kroll.
Damn it.
Oh, what?
So, philosophical
so
battle.
it's not free. No. Right, so I can't. So Master's not free then. Right, okay. Because Adric's dead anyway. Then, so he's dead.
That's annoying.
Right, okay.
Yeah. That does.
When can you activate that thing ability? Is that at the end step or any time?
It says until your next turn.
Right. Yeah.
Even between turns, that is, isn't it? It's at the end of your next turn, on the beginning of your next turn.
It says until your next turn, so I'm guessing it's from the moment it starts, basically.
Yeah,
it must be.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a nice try. Have you got anything else?
Well, well, hey, you got to be prepared for these things. Let's see. I can't use that. Can't use that either. No. Well, I'm going to say, well, hold on. So, technically, because I didn't get a chance to use the ability to sacrifice him, then I can bring back these lands then. Because I used these lands to sacrifice him.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't have been activated because it was like a...
So the lands are back then. So that's... Yeah, because it was that too. Let's have a look. So that was the blue. Hold on, how much was Adric again?
I'm just looking... Sorry, I'm just looking here.
Yeah.
Could you use that to counteract the coin flip?
Well, maybe.
I suppose you sacrifice him either way and you lose land, though, is the only thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work out. I don't think there's anything that you... Because it's an activated... I don't know whether it's an ability from the planes.
My plan was to...
timing that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you'd lose Adric either way, though, wouldn't you? And
my main phase was... My plan was to just get rid of Adric anyway, to be honest. I wasn't going to use him for anything other than...
But whatever reason he dies for under these terms, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Because he still wouldn't be able to do the thing you wanted to sacrifice him for. He'd be wasting his sacrifice to counter the thing that killed him.
Are you saying that Adric's death was meaningless?
Well,
essentially, yeah. It feels like Earthshock all over again. So, did I sacrifice Adric, or did he die already?
No, he was killed by Kris.
He was killed already. Right, so...
At the point, he had a knife to his wrists. He was taken out.
Right, okay. Well, so I've got these lands now. So that is fine. Let's see here. I've got two. I've got one blue there. I can't use that one because he's... Yeah. Right. 3 mana plus blue. I reckon... I'm just trying to double think here. I reckon I'm going to need this more than anything else at the minute. I'll have to wait to use this another time, maybe. I don't know. Do I Well, I can't use that one right now. So I need to decide one or the other. Oh, this is tense. Because I've got a really daft sorcery here that I could use. But I don't know if that's going to be any good, or do I go for a creature that I could put out as another blocker? Oh, I've got my bloody talisman here. Right, okay, hold on. Right, hold on. I've got so much in my plan. Got completely shattered in a second. So, like, please forgive me. Right,
Yeah.
We've all been there, Tom.
Yeah. Okay, right. So I've got my talisman. So that gives me. Can I do anything? So that gives me the mana. No. What's that's 1, 2. I can add black or red for that one. I can't do what I want to do. I can do my sorcery.
Do.
Welcome to Who Magic.
Welcome to Who Magic. I can do my sorcery. You know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm going to use. So I'm going to tap 1 red mana, another red mana. But no, not that one. Tap the red mana for that one, because if I tap that one, that's going to hurt me. I don't want to do that one. So tap those 2 for the red mana. And then these 2 for... No, this one. So these 2 as well for the 2 mana plus the 2 red. I'm going to cast a sorcery. Ensnared by the Mara. Each opponent faces a villainous choice. Look at this paragraph. There's a whole paragraph on this.
I have to concentrate. I might have to write this down.
Okay. So it's the sorcery. Each opponent faces a villainous choice. They exile cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Or that player exiles the top 4 cards of their library and ensnared by the Mara deals damage equal to that total mana value of those exiled cards to that player. So basically, whoever I choose has to exile cards from the top of their library until you exile a non-land card, and then I may cast that card, because it says you may cast, as in like the person that's cast.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Is that the one you're playing?
Ensnared by the Mara, yes. It's the only thing I've got at the minute.
That is...
you bring that up, yeah.
Going to go into River Song's diary.
It will, yeah.
What is it? A sorcery?
It's a sorcery,
Yes.
God, I knew I didn't like it.
Snared by Mara. And then, I think because it's exiled, the War Doctor's up to 32 now. 32 tokens.
I've not decided my player yet who I'm going to choose to do. Because I have to choose an opponent.
Each opponent faces a villainous choice. So that's all of us.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
All of you?
Yeah, all of us.
What? Okay, I didn't know that was all of you. I thought it was one person.
Everybody.
No.
Yeah, we were all opponents. So first choice, just read the first choice out, because I don't like the second choice.
Right, so exile the cards from top of the library until you exile a non-land card, then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So does you mean me, like the person that's cast it?
So do you want me to go first?
What does it say,
please.
Tom? Is it saying you as in you, or...
Yeah, because it's saying you.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise it would say they. Right, that's not... It's to get a non-land card. Well, that's the City of Death saga, so you get that. You have...
Yep.
City of Death saga. I mean... So that's one exile. Sorry, I've got to keep track of these because it means that the War Doctor's going up at a rate of knots. And
Kris, to be honest.
The Temple of Mystery Land has been exiled because I had to keep going after that. And then the City of Death has been exiled, but Thomas can choose to play that. I assume
that's right.
It's still exiled, isn't it? At this moment.
Do you want to hear all the options before you choose which ones you're doing?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going for the first option then, not going for the damage.
Doing the second one. I'm letting him have that card.
Yeah, I'm going to do option 1 as well.
Right, okay, Geoff.
Do you want to go next then, Geoff?
Depends what you're going to say, Kris.
No, I was going to go option 1 as well. I'm not.
Okay,
I think that the damage could potentially be ridiculous. I don't know how many lands or whatever I've got.
My first card is Quantum Misalignment, sorcery card.
Okay.
You can have that.
Thank you.
It depends on your mana as well, doesn't it, that you've got left?
Me?
You may cast that card without paying its mana cost.
Oh,
so I get to cast that and have that, yeah.
So this
you can bring these 2 cards, you can just... There's no point not bringing these 2 cards onto the playing field, is there?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So, Tom, this is a sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Create a token that's a copy of a target creature you control, except it isn't legendary.
Oh, okay. So that's
It's
just an extra card that's got the same health and power then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also got rebound. If you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost.
Oh, man. So what, do I get all these cards then, or do I have to choose which card?
No, you can take them. You can use them if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
up to you,
that
man.
was
Get
my
free
first.
extra
You know what? I know you've got a Blast from the Past deck. Do you know what City of Death is?
It's a saga card, yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I've not.
Right. Okay. Well, the first thing is create the treasure token,
Okay.
and then
What,
for
so
each.
that all, so have I activated that and casted that now then?
If you want to, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
It could go in your hand, but I can't. I don't know. So you create a treasure token now,
Oh God, what have I done?
and then for the next 5 turns, you would
Right.
create a token that's a copy of target non-saga token you control. So
Oh
you can
my
just double
God,
up on.
right.
You can add one more of any token you've got each turn for 5 turns.
Oh my God, right.
I'll leave that
Okay.
up there, and I'll remind you every time it's your turn.
So
Thank you.
yeah, if you did it with treasures, that means that you'd get like 6 free mana effectively.
Yeah.
Christ. Okay.
It's like a man who's like picked up a chewing
This
gum
is-
wrapper and there's a gold nugget in it.
This is madness. Right. Okay. So put that on chapter 1 then. So does that give me the treasure then?
Yeah. Yeah, that gives you
Okay.
1 treasure token right now.
I don't think I've got any treasure tokens. Give me a minute.
Oh.
Ah!
You weren't expecting that.
Oh, I've not got any. Oh, I've got one. I've got 2 treasure tokens. Here we go. Yeah. I'll use that. All right. So I've got a treasure token. That's me.
Are you
The master-
casting? The sorcery is a different thing because you kind of have to have a target for that sorcery that Geoff's just given you.
That's fine. I've got my Ashad at the minute and my Vashanarada.
So Graham, you exiled 2, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And Geoff, you just exiled 1?
Yeah, it's gone to.
Well, I'll tell you
Tom,
what.
yeah.
I do have my binder actually. That's got my card. So it's what, quantum misalignment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And
my
City of
God. All right,
Death.
sweet. I'm cracking out the binder. Here we go. This is
Oh,
where it
look
pays
at
to be a
that.
collector, ladies
I'm,
and gentlemen.
I'm assuming the War Doctor is affected when you exile your own cards, Chris.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's why I'm trying to keep track of it because it is getting out of hand again.
This is,
How many
this
po-
is
what's
kind
his-
of quite a good move for you,
Oh,
actually, Ian, isn't it? Even if you
Chris,
do lose
what's,
a couple cards.
No,
What-
so
what
where?
points
So
has
quantum
the War
misalignment's
Doctor got?
blue. Yeah, I've got that one. I've got quantum misalignment.
Yes, blue.
Here it is.
Oh.
So I'm going to put that. So that's on the table there. Okay. So
Chris,
that's
how
the
many
sort-
points
that
is
needs to go in
your
my hand, doesn't it? I can't. I don't want to have that
School
right now.
game's finished, Chris.
So that
I've exiled 1, by the way. Do you want to hear mine?
you can do, Chris. Yeah, hold on. I've just got my head's buzzing at the minute because I've got so much happening at once.
It's a lot of information to take in there, isn't it?
That is so much. I thought I was just going to target you, Chris, and have you exile and do all your messy stuff. I didn't think it was going to hit everybody. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't.
Ian, to be honest, I knew I had a land because the 4th Doctor had shown
Right.
it. And I
Quantum
knew
misalignment.
so
I'm going to
actually,
use that.
I'm all right.
Chris, how many points has War Doctor got?
Yeah, so I may cast that card without paying its mana cost, so I can pull that out whenever quantum misalignment.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Chris,
Honestly, the
cool.
War Doctor's instant attack thing is up to 42.
It's that you can kill anybody at the start of the game with that. You just tap that and kill someone.
What's his hit
It's
points?
only but whenever the War Doctor attacks, if it deals damage equal to the number of time counters on it to any target. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exiling. Oh, so does any target mean that it can be a human or does it have to be a creature?
Well,
For
I'd
any
say that has
target,
12.
humans are targets, aren't they? Like
Yeah,
you
they're
could go for the
legendary
life-
creatures.
You could take out. I'm just glad you can only put them into one place at a time. Otherwise, you just take 2 people out and the next turn. We have to destroy the War Doctor, otherwise it destroys us in 3 turns.
Right, well, with that treasure that I've now got, thanks to City of Death, I could pull out a trick card here.
Do it.
So, Graham, I think you might have saved my ass. I think you've saved everyone's ass at the minute. Right, Chris, what's your card? That you've done?
Mine is called Clock Spinning.
What the hell is that?
It's an instant. It's got buy back 3, which means you may pay an additional 3 as you cast this spell. So I guess that doesn't matter to you.
Right. Show me the card. I might have it in my binder.
It's got David Tennant doing his thing. Can you see that one clear?
Yeah, I don't have that card. I don't think.
Clock spinning. So basically, what it does is it's kind of for this deck. You choose a counter on a target permanent or suspended card. You remove that counter from that permanent card, or put another of those counters on it.
Right. I'm not 100% sure when I could do that.
So it's an instant. So it's now. So the only ones I've got suspended.
Right.
The Wedding Ring, the Gallifrey Falls, the 11th Hour, and the Regeneration Restored thing.
Right. So what do I do with how does that help me?
Are you allowed? Does it say you can play that card without paying the mana cost?
Yeah. I may cast that card, so I can use.
You may cast it, but if it doesn't do any good, there's nothing else you can do with it.
And it means it would affect you, Tom, not
Chris.
Chris.
The ability to play it after your turn finishes. So you might as well play it.
If it were me, I would put another token on Gallifrey Falls No More, because that's quite powerful, and that says it deals 4 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die, then exile it instead, and then any number of target creatures you control phase out. So that means that I could deal 4 damage to everything you have got.
Right. Well, I'll do that then.
But mine is safe, basically.
So yeah, I'll do that then. I'll make you do that to yourself.
Yeah. So if you bump off, well, no, you just bump it up to 2, so you delay it coming out for another 2 turns.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you just buy in time until that horrid thing comes out, basically.
Okay. So that's now exiled. That's all done. Yeah, I've got the cards then. Goodness
Chris,
me.
sorry, I wasn't clear how many points War Doctor's got. What's his defense?
Oh, don't ask, Geoff. Just know that he has the touch of death.
Right. Trust me, guys. I've got this now. Graham has saved the game. I need to be. Am I ready to do my next sort of main phase?
Do it.
Okay.
Unleash
so
the
with my treasure, I'm now going to sacrifice that and add 1 mana, which I'm going to add a blue.
1 mana is going to do this. I'm quite excited.
Yep. 1 blue mana plus the Dark World Catacombs that I left open. So that's another blue mana.
2.
2 mana. 2 blue mana for an instant. Hey, guys, do you think John Hurt needs a bit of a rest? I think John Hurt's done too much. And I think he needs a bit of an upgrade. Cyber conversion. Turn target creature face down. He is now a 2/2 that creature. Bye. Say goodbye to John Hurt, everybody. There goes the 42 damage that you pull off.
The game might last another.
The game a bit longer now.
So what is he now? A 2/2 Cyberman?
He's now a 2/2 Cyberman.
Is he exiled or I don't know what? Is he upside down?
He's just an upside down. Yeah, he's now a 2/2 Cyberman.
It's just basically he's not what he was. Now he is this.
He's just now a Cyberman, and I don't think you can bring him back because he's been converted.
No, and then we had this with Leela that time, didn't it? So she only went into the graveyard when that Cyberman was killed, I guess.
Oh, so don't touch the Cyberman.
Because it will bring him back out.
Yeah.
Well, John Hurt. No, because John Hurt's a commander, isn't he? Or
no, he's just a regular guy.
Oh.
So who's your commander then, Chris?
The 10th Doctor.
Oh, holy crap! I thought you were commander the whole time. Okay, right. Well, there you go. John Hurt's out the game for now because he's now a Cyberman. I've got 1 mana floating, but I don't want to be using that because that will injure me more. Do I do combat now? I'm just trying to think because.
How much you got out?
Oh my God! Hold on. Ashad could have triggered. So wait, what was the Mara legendary? It was sorcery. So first non-legendary artifact. Oh, it wasn't artifact spell. Hold on. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. You're safe for now.
Timing.
It wasn't an artifact spell. It was just a sorcery.
That was a pretty exciting turn. Not everything
that was
worked.
a good turn. It weren't exactly how I expected.
Good.
Because I wanted at least.
Still back and forth there.
Mm.
But it was very much a battle of wits. It felt very much like bloody Curse of the Fatal Death, to be honest with you. With here's the sofa of reasonable comfort.
You had to think on your feet and take a couple of swerves that you weren't expecting.
I bloody did, right. Okay, so I could go to combat, because I've got... But then I'll have no blockers, so I don't want to be doing that. I do have me one blocker, sadly. So I think that will be my... Oh, tell you what, I'm going to roll... So if we go to a new plane, does your chaos stop, Kris?
No, mine stays on, but we're on a new plane, effectively.
Okay, that doesn't seem right. I don't know. I feel like if you're on that plane, then the chaos effect should stay with that plane.
That's what I would have thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it say on the card,
Chaos
Chris?
is like... I've learned chaos is like a spell, effectively. It goes into the stack.
I'm not. I'm vague on chaos.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Because I had to look this up because I thought we were doing it all wrong. So yeah, when chaos ensues, it's like a spell basically that just happens to you.
Okay.
So what's giving
unless it says plane, and you don't change unless it says planeswalk at the end. So like, even if you planeswalk, that spell's just there doing its thing, like all the other ones.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 3/1 city, by the way.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get a plane of die.
The Arsenal one finished, so
No, it's blank.
we got our points.
Okay. Right. So I am going to. That's my end turn. Oh, there you go. That's the end.
I think
Planeswalk. Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, I had a blank for the plane of die. So that's the end of my turn. I could roll again. Shall I roll again?
If you can pay a mana, you can roll again.
I can pay a mana, yeah, and because it's not going towards my commander colour or anything, it means I won't be scrying. So yeah, I'll go again. Why not? I may as well use all my mana that I've got. So here we go. Roll again. Whoop! Chaos! What? Oh god, no! What now? Oh, oh no!
So basically,
is that a problem?
Until your next turn, you can sacrifice non-creature artifacts to flip a coin, and then it deals 3 damage to any target.
Oh god, right, so I've become Death Destroyer of Worlds. What is this?
Does that take chaos now away from Kris? Or have you both got it?
No, we've both got it. So basically it means that if you want to do the thing that I'm doing, you've got to sacrifice your treasures or your whatever else it is you've got.
Right, well I need another, so my next turn then, if I live that long, I'll have another treasure that I can use to do that then. Because of City of Death, Graham.
Sorry?
Oh, because I can get a treasure token with that saga now with City of Death. I can use that and put my chaos towards that.
City of Death only copies a token that you already have.
Oh, well. So what? Do I not get another token then?
Create a token that's a copy of a target non-saga token you control. I tell you what you can do with it for City. I tell you what you can do
on the saga are saga tokens, aren't they? And it says you can only do it with a non-saga token.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what you can do. I think your Cyberman, your War Doctor Cyberman, is the token.
Yeah, but then if I sacrifice that token, the War Master gets free.
Does he?
Well, I assume so. Or does that...
No, because you create a token that's a copy of target non-saga token you control. So if you've used your treasure, the only other token that you could copy, in theory, is that Cyberman. So you could create 5 copies of it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that works, I think.
Who would control them, though?
I just don't want to be sacrificing that one Cyberman if it frees John Hurt instantly.
Oh. This is way over my pay grade.
I just need to get like a sticker that goes, "Hello, my name is John," to write over Cyberman.
You could use one of your little tokens.
Oh yeah, I do have those. Yeah, well, I do have Cyberman tokens here that I could use for this purpose. So yeah, okay, I'll do that then. So I'll have for the next turn. Then I'll have that token, and then I can just use that sacrifice a Cyberman copy, but just make sure to not get tricked into killing John Hurt.
Another goal.
Yep, 4-1. It's Foden again, isn't it? Sorry, Doctor Who fans.
He looks like a carjacker to me, Foden. He does, doesn't he?
Right, so that's my turn then. So I've got chaos now. Great. What am I going to do with that? Oh no! Right, that's everything. I'm not going to go to combat because I need a blocker at least. So yeah, I'm all.
Sorry, I've just got one. If you did sacrifice that Cyberman, and if John Hurt does come back after it, has he lost all his tokens?
John Hurt's dead. John Hurt's been cyber converted. He's dead. He just goes into the
gone.
graveyard.
Okay.
But
So he's not.
the thing that we always couldn't work out was whether it goes into the graveyard whilst the Cyberman's there, or whether the Cyberman being there stops it being in the graveyard. If that makes sense. That's what we couldn't work out with Leela that time. I think we decided, as long as the creature's out, it's not in the graveyard, because it seems weird to double them up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to call a Tails, if that's all right, and sacrifice a token. Oh, and it's not a Tails.
Oh.
Never mind. Graham's go.
Right. Okay. Have you got any more of them left, Chris?
I've got 2.
Got 2
I've
more
got a
left.
clue and a treasure.
I need a drink.
That could happen at any time, I guess, couldn't it?
Yes.
Right, hit 4. Right, I'm untapping. Okay.
I feel like I am the Doctor in the background of all of that.
Yeah.
So much.
Okay, so help my landing and see how much of what I want to do I can get through. 1, 2,
2 seconds.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I could have 4 for that, I've only got 3. I just want 1. Oh no, that won't work. So right. Unfortunately, most of what I've got is high cost. What I'm doing is I'm going to play 4.
Haven't you got any treasure tokens?
I've got 2.
Oh.
Thank you so much. I am sacrificing 2 treasure tokens for 2. Is that colourless mana?
Just add 1 mana of any colour.
Right, so I will use those 2 for the other 2. And bring out the 3rd Doctor.
Ah.
And then I want 4 more mana to put the Hero's Blade on the 4th Doctor.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So he's a 5/4 creature with trample.
Okay.
And he gets 1/1 for each non-creature token I control. I have 2 on the 500-year-old diary. So that's 2 1/1 counters. So he's quite big already. And whenever the opponent does, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Right, so Lily's not summoning, but he is. And got 2 land left, but I've got. So I can bring out another artifact, Talisman of Unity,
Okay.
which adds mana basically, either neutral, green, or white. But if I get green or white, it deals me 1 damage. So, is there any point attacking me, Leela? Can't attack Chris. Could attack. You've got a creature out there, haven't you, Thomas? And
I do. I've got Ashad. It was a free.
I don't think there is any point in attacking. I could. I've got the TARDIS, which can get past anybody, but last time it just provoked my death and destruction. So I'm leaving it there. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So it's Chris again.
Was it? Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. Before you end your turn, I'll do 1 more roll, if that's all right.
Yeah,
I'm going to call heads.
Please no.
And it is a head, so it was a 4.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So the options I've got are the 3rd Doctor, really.
Yeah, well, the 3rd Doctor, how much damage you do? 3?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, 3. So it doesn't matter. The third Doctor's called, isn't it? So it's Leela.
It's basically Leela if you're going for me.
Yaz, the Sixth Doctor, or the Cyberman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in Leela's defence, she's a command, so she wouldn't actually die, so it'd be less effective. Please leave me alone. Please, please, please.
Okay, Graham, I will destroy the Cyberman War Doctor then.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
So is he's dead? He's dead then?
Yeah, he's dead, Dave. They're all dead.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you mean Ashad, or do you mean because you're all
The Cyberman...
Cyberman?
Yeah, the Cyberman token lad. Ashad's all right where he is, isn't he?
Oh, I thought like it was on your board because I've turned your John Hurt into a Cyberman.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Kris is still in control of that character.
Yeah, no, but I've just... No. You had that Cyberman under your control, but...
Oh, sorry. Because it said turn it face down on the board, so like it's now.
I think you turn it down, hand it over.
You have the Cyberman creature token rather than John Hurt.
But I mean, either way, I thought it was under your control, but either way, he's dead now.
Okay, so John Hurt's dead then. Okay, well.
John Hurt is dead.
Okay, so you
May
destroyed
he
both
rest
sides.
in peace.
Fair
I've got
enough.
no more clue tokens, but I have got 1 treasure left.
Okay.
So that's a shame, isn't it?
Oh, they're very much.
Something I
Oh,
forgot.
great.
Too late. I could have tapped my 500-year-old diary just before I sacrificed them treasure tokens to get something out of it. I would have got another 2 points on my 500-year-old diary. But I left it too late.
Okay. Right, my go. Let me just think what I'm going to do. Sorry, I was so out of it watching football and like listening to all them turns that I'm completely out of it.
Excellent.
Right. I shouldn't have stuff on in the background, should I? That's terrible. I do apologise.
No, that's
I've had it on. You're not alone, but I can turn it off now because nothing matters to me anymore.
nothing matters. Oh, have you lost?
Still ain't coming back, are they?
Ah,
No, it's 4-1. They are dead and buried, I think, unfortunately, at this point.
Forget about it. Yeah.
they're playing their own numbers game, Geoff.
Which I think City Arsenal means that that's where the title goes, probably.
Well, Arsenal were top tonight, but Liverpool have got a game in hand, and it's
Yeah. I mean,
That's
do you know what? I feel like
blink first, doesn't it?
Liverpool are going to drop points. I don't think it's going to be United. I wish it could be, but they're not relevant anymore. So that's a shame, isn't it?
Not relevant.
Arsenal have got to go to United. They've got to go to Spurs, and we've got to go to Brighton and Wolves. If we win all those 4, I think we're champions. I don't know if we will though.
Tottenham are going to do you, man. I'm sorry.
Of course they are.
It's written in the stars, isn't it?
And even if they don't beat us, they're playing City in the last game, so they ain't winning that. I'm more worried about Liverpool, to be honest. We're ahead of City, at least. At least we can concentrate on one other thing at the moment. But they're only playing Sheffield United tomorrow.
Yeah, well, there you go. Sorry, Geoff, cut all this out if you want.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No. It's most
Right,
interesting.
so that chaos is off. I'm untapping everything. Why has the 10th Doctor got a 4/4 in him? Actually, I think that came off the War Doctor,
If you're
maybe.
tapping everything, can you untap the Pandorica?
It says you may choose not to untap it, so I think I'll go with that. So I'm untapping everything.
See my majesty.
Next time, Thomas, ask nicely before you try forcing it open with a card.
I killed Adric. I tried to kill Adric for that.
Well, to
I
be
was
fair,
saying
you tried to kill
for a
him.
week.
Hendrik was so vulnerable, he died before you even tried to kill him.
I'm just turning these tokens down now. These time tokens,
Okay.
and one of which gets played straight away because the time tokens are off. It is the wedding ring. So basically,
Okay.
River Song's wedding ring. It enters the battlefield. Blah blah blah. If it was cast, target opponent creates a token that's a copy of it.
Right.
Do you cast things from suspend when the suspend's over?
I think I thought you cast it first and then you suspend it to then play it.
Yeah, that's what.
Exile cards on top of the library until you exile an online card. Put the time counts on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Well, it came from the top of my library because of the 10th Doctor thing. So basically what it means is whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring draws a card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring gains life during their turn, you gain that much life.
So someone else has to have a wedding ring as well.
Yeah.
So none of us have a wedding ring.
No. It means that I can give it. Yeah, it means that because it's been cast, I can.
We're on shaky ground at the minute with our relationship. I don't think I'm ready for a committed relationship.
Give it to someone.
Side, It's steady on there.
Just don't rule it out.
I think I am going to give the wedding ring to Thomas because.
Oh God, no!
You draw a lot of stuff, so that means that I can draw loads of stuff.
Oh, this is under duress. Can I refuse?
Well, it is.
I refuse.
It is.
Break his heart.
It is the River Song thing, isn't it? So there you go.
Oh God, no! Damn you, Ali! Damn you, Moffat!
I'm really pleased with that. That was a really good move for me.
So, I'm going to draw from the bottom because that's what River Song makes me do.
Right. So can I now draw, or if you've given me the
Is this your first draw? Is this a triggered draw or is this your normal draw, Chris?
Creates a token that's a copy of it. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring draws a card during their turn, then you draw a card. So yeah, basically you draw a card now.
Oh, yay!
Sorry, Chris. Was that your untap upkeep draw, or is that something? Is that a second card you've drawn this turn, Chris? Or the first?
No. This is the first one I've drawn because that was all part of my upkeep.
Right,
Okay, so
on Leela for the card that Thomas drew because it's not actually his turn.
Oh yeah, so Leela's a 4/4, eh?
Right, so I can draw that card out now then.
Yeah, you draw it, goes into your hand, but Leela gets a token. This game just got extra complicated, didn't it? That's fun.
It did, yeah.
Because if you two are going to double draw, I'm going to get loads of bloody tokens.
Oh, goodness me, right. Well, there you go, Graham. You're worried about not being in the game. I think we've just put you in it.
I mean, yeah. I talked Chris out of killing Leela.
Yeah.
I might do it again.
Okay. I've got a big choice to make now. So, Graham's on 19, Geoff's on 31, Thomas is on 11, yeah?
Yeah. Do the shopping, get some food, husband.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. I think. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't do the Heaven Sent thing, which means investigate, which means I create a clue token, doesn't it? So I've got a clue token back as well.
There's so much to keep track of, Jesus.
I know, this is what I'm struggling with, so I've got to find a thing.
Yeah.
I've not done the River Songs diary thing yet, so I may as well do that.
Yeah.
So I need is there such a thing as an 8-sided dice?
I've got 20. I mean, I could roll for you if you want.
Oh, no, it's all right, I found an 8.
Darling, I could roll for you. You know, we're married now, I guess.
Well, yeah, it depends on what comes out. You might end up drawing a load of stuff here or getting some life.
Oh, God, okay.
So I've got 3, which was Search for Tomorrow. Anyone remember what that was?
I can't remember that one. That weren't one of mine.
Search for Tomorrow. Give me a second.
God. No, it wasn't mine.
This has turned out like a hell of a lot more fun than I was expecting.
It says, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. And now I'm not going to bother doing that. That's silly.
Is that you may?
So,
or you...
Oh, basic land is good to get out.
I've got loads of basic lands out, I think. I should be all right, I think. It says, if there are 4, blah, 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 you choose one of them at random. You may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Right.
So I won't, because I can't be asked to shuffle a deck, honestly. I've got so much other stuff to do here.
Yeah.
How much mana have I got, though? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Have I got enough to do this, or do I just want to go straight down there? Okay, this is a really difficult choice. Sorry. I will be with you in a second. I just can't decide what order to do things in.
I need a breather. To be honest, I still haven't recovered from everything I pulled.
Okay. I am going to make myself as popular as I always do.
Oh, yeah.
So first of all, I'm going to play this land, which is just a plain land. It's a mountain. There's now 3 of them on deck. I am going to tap a water and a plain, which is a rogue's passage, to play a time beetle.
Oh, okay.
Which has Skulk. This creature can't be blocked by a creature with greater power, and that's a 1/1. So basically everything. And then Paralynius, whenever time beetle deals combat damage to a player, time travel. So for each suspended card you own and each permanent you control with a time counter on it, you may add or remove a time counter.
Oh, no, wait. No.
Okay.
I was excited then, but I forgot that I bought a counter thing. Never mind. Carry on.
And then I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 land. 7 mana to activate Timey-Wimey.
Okay.
Which says time travel 3 times. Activate only as a sorcery.
Yep.
But that doesn't go under, I don't think. So for each suspended card you own and each permanent you control with a time counter on it, you may add or remove a time counter and then do it 2 more times. So I'm going to bump Rose's time counters up to 6.
Okay.
So what is she now?
Well, she's still just an 8/8, but if she attacks, she gets 6 more automatically. She gets +1/+1 for each time counter on it, and then you put a time counter on each suspended card you own, and each so when she attacks, you put 1 on it for each suspended card I own and each other permanent I control with a time counter on it, basically.
That's as complicated as time travel needs to be.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, I mean, the other thing is I'm going to, with these, what's this one, the 11th hour? Okay, so I'll take 2 off the 11th hour. The 11th hour gets activated.
Okay.
It says, search your library for a doctor card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. I know I said I wasn't going to do that.
Shuffle.
Yeah, I wasn't going to shuffle, but here we are, looking for a doctor card.
I would say you're going to draw a card. Does this count as drawing a card?
No, it says search your library.
Yeah, no, fine.
And then you put in a card, and you put in that doctor card in your hand, aren't you? So isn't that drawing?
But it's not technically a draw, is it?
No, it doesn't use the word draw, so I guess that's a technicality sort of thing. So yeah, basically, the only one I've got left in my deck is the 11th Doctor. I've revealed it, and I'm putting it into my hand.
He's there.
And then I will, of course, shuffle. Don't make me do the soft shoe shuffle. Oh god, this is like a whole thing. So that one's out, but it's got the is it? Oh no, it's just a saga token, isn't it? It's not a time token on that one. That's okay. What does Regenerations Restored do?
Are these all spells you've kind of got through River Song's diary?
No, this was from the 10th Doctor in a previous turn, basically.
God.
So yeah, that's still a thing from those. So I've also got Regenerations Restored, which is, I need a D12 now, that one will do. It's got Vanish in 12. So this enchantment ends the battlefield with 12 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from it. When the last one is removed, you sacrifice it. And then it says, whenever 1 or more time counters are removed from Regenerations Restored, scry 1 and then you gain 1 life. And then if Regenerations Restored has no time counters on it, exile it. And when you do, take an extra turn after this one. Which is, I don't know whether that activates with Timey-Wimey straight away, but I won't, because that would give me and Thomas 3 more life. We'll worry about that one at a later date. Then the final thing that comes off is Gallifrey Falls No More. So this is a 2-part spell. Hang on.
Right.
That's me shuffle done.
This just sounds like reading time with Chris, to be honest.
Gallifrey Falls.
This is CBB's bedtime story.
Gallifrey Falls deals 4 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead.
Every creature on the table.
Yeah. Every creature on the table, except I'm also casting it with no more because I can. Any number of target creatures you control phase out.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay, so yours is safe.
So...
Full. I think I lose. Oh no, he's got tokens on him. That's lucky. I lose.
I'll phase out.
Hold on.
I'll phase out the Time Beetle, and I'm gonna phase out River Song because I quite like her.
So how much damage have you done, Chris?
4 damage to each creature, basically.
Okay, so that's the Vash. So that's, are they exiled or are they dead?
If creature that was died, exile it instead. Yeah.
Okay, so Ashad's now exiled. Is Mivashanara exiled as well?
Again, we had this last time. Leela's a commander, so she can't be exiled. She goes back to command.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, she just goes straight back to command.
Right. What about Mivashanara?
I think Vashanarada does die because it's damage rather than an ability or anything like that.
Right. Okay. So he
So
goes
that
in the
one's
ground.
Is this affecting me? Is this
Exile's
affecting
out of
me
the
as
game.
well?
Yeah.
Okay. What about my master? Because he's locked in the Pandorica. Is he safe?
Yeah, no, he's out of phase. He's not in the game, so he's still there.
Right. Hooray!
Chris, is this affecting me as well?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is, yes.
Oh, jeez. What have I got to do?
Take 4 damage on... So what have you got left out?
13, Yaz, Clara, Sixie, and a Lunar Hatchling.
What was your Lunar Hatchling?
6/6.
So the Lunar Hatchling is fine. It's down to 2.
Yeah.
But only until like your next turn when everything resets.
Yeah, so health time, so done. Yeah, that won't kill. Fine.
I think Yaz is gone, and the 6th Doctor is gone.
Yeah.
What was your 13 on? Is she 7/7?
She's 5/5 now.
5/5. Oh, yeah, so no, she's good.
Yeah.
She's still in there.
Hooray.
Yeah. Okay.
Happy day.
Leela's gone into the commander zone, isn't she? I can't remember whether it's an artifact or a creature.
Well, it's an artifact vehicle, but it's got a power and a toughness. But are they only when it's crewed? When it's not crewed, is it just a vehicle?
It's just a vehicle.
I think the TARDIS is safe. I think the TARDIS stays out.
Yeah.
It specifically says creature.
Specify that it's a creature.
Yeah. I think if I had it crewed, then the TARDIS would die, but the crew would be okay.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I think it's if something blocks the TARDIS, then it dies. But this specifically says creature, so TARDIS is cool. TARDIS is cool.
I mean, this is theoretical. Could I have quickly crewed the TARDIS with Leela to save her and lose the TARDIS?
No, because I think it would have done damage to her anyway, because she's a creature.
But so they're not protected in the TARDIS like they are when they're battle.
No, I think because it specifically specifies a creature, so that's wherever she is, isn't it?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry
about that.
No, well, it was just an option for. I just wanted to learn, really.
Back to square bloody one again, lads.
I mean, I can get Leela back again, but she's lost her token. God. And all these cards are going to be drawn, and I'm going to be crying.
Okay, so that's that all resolved. So Gallifrey Falls no more. That does get exiled and go into River Song, though.
Okay. Do all your creatures, everything come back then once it's now resolved?
Mine didn't take that much damage, you know. because they're quite powerful. But I phased out the ones that I thought were vulnerable, so I saved them.
Yeah, the ones you phased out, did they come back?
They will come back in my next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Gallifrey Falls no more.
Crazy.
Right. Okay. And then, do I have enough mana to play anything else? Now, what have I got left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially. So the answer is no, not yet. I am going to roll the plane die quickly because that's what I may use it for, and I have rolled a planeswalk.
Oh, okay. Finally.
So we're out of Kablam Warehouse,
Oh,
and we're in
What now?
Coal Hill School.
Cool.
Whenever a player casts a historic spell, that player draws a card.
Oh, okay.
Nina, why have you died?
No. So is that just any spell then? What's a historic sort of spell? What's the definition?
I think these are all historic, unless they're copies, which they're not. So yeah, basically, any time that you cast a spell, that player draws a card, which means for me and you, that works where we can be symbiotic.
Oh, Christ. Okay, well, so if I cast like a creature then, or a land, that can draw a card?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay.
So we're on to combat now.
Oh, now you're on to combat, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm on to combat. I am going to attack Graham with my 8/8 alien token.
Oh, yeah, Adipo.
Me Adipo.
8/8.
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me of the mechanics. Am I allowed to crew the TARDIS at this stage, or it has to be on my turn?
I think that you can do that, but it's flying, so can it block this?
Well, yeah, it can block things on the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. In theory, you can, but it would destroy your target.
Yeah, I destroy the TARDIS, but it's that or destroy my only creature, or take 8 points of damage. I don't really want to take 8 because that will put me in last place, which is not a good place to be. If I lose my only creature, it's basically lose my only creature or lose my only vehicle. So I'm going to put John Pertwee in the TARDIS and defend with the TARDIS. So the TARDIS dies, I do you an inconsequential 2 points of damage, and John Pertwee survives. Is that how it works?
Do you know what? I think that you actually destroy this guy.
With my TARDIS?
How strong's the tower?
It's only
because he's already been dealt. Yeah, but he's already been dealt 4 damage this turn. So that would mean that he's only got. I know he'd have 4 left. Sorry, no, you wouldn't. Sorry, I got my maths wrong. He's an 8/8.
Well, if I had have defended with John Pertwee, I would have killed him, but I would also have lost John Pertwee. So
yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, that was the gambit I was taking on that one, to be honest with you.
Well, you were either going to get rid of one of those or take a big chunk out of me again, so it's a good move.
Yeah. So I'm also going to attack. I'm going to ruin Thomas's night now and attack him with Rose Tyler.
Okay, how much damage is that?
So there is her, and the regeneration's restored with time counters. So that's 8 time counters. She gets +1 for the.
To attack me currently because we're bonded. Don't you want to be drawing more cards and having more stuff out and things like that?
And so
I feel like it's a bit weird to just instantly sort of kill me or reduce me to ashes at this point.
Yeah,
I've still got my flux, which has got another turn, which will give me a card to draw instantly.
Yes, but having said that, I might be able to finish this game off tonight. So yeah, because of those 8 time tokens, in addition to what the +1 she already had, she's now a 14/14.
Okay. Bugger.
This is with.
So I think that's you done.
So that's it. You're attacking, yeah?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Unless you've got an instant.
No. This time I don't. No, I used it for John.
Oh, well.
Well,
I do apologise. I did think you had something off your sleeve.
Thank you.
I was bracing myself up. Yeah.
No, I'm down. I am done. Congratulations. I didn't even get to use my master. No.
Sorry, that thing was terrifying.
Well, I'm glad. To me, that's a win. If you were that scared of it, that's a win in my book. Well, good game. At least
thank you very much.
I can just make my commentary now, at least. I can.
Have you got more attack to do, Chris?
Yeah, I was going to attack Geoff with a Traxy Warden, which is a flying 6/6, so it just flies over his head. Oh, is the Lunar Hatchling a flyer?
I'm just going to pop out to trigger one of Geoff's children to throw up so we can end it here.
So I need to take 6 damage, yeah?
Or you can block with your Lunar Hatchling and lose it.
I'll just take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you're down to 25?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn my iPhone camera off. Just because you don't need to see my board anymore. It's long gone.
Oh. Don't like that. Okay. I think that's my...
it. You can't be all feeling sad about it. You went and did it. You killed your wife. I'm gonna let's have a look. It's gonna be a Netflix documentary about this. Who done it?
Tap another artifact. Target creature can't be blocked. Scry 1. Do you know what? I'm going to tap the Sonic Screwdriver for a mana. Oh no, I can't do that because I haven't got that. Oh no, I can. Yeah, I'm going to attack tap the Sonic Screwdriver. This is my second main phase, by the way. The Plains and the Command Tower to play the 11th Doctor, who's now got Summoning Sickness, but he's out on the board.
Okay.
And I think that's me.
Okay. Right.
Jessica.
Untap.
I'm not going to put my tokens in here.
So, and I'll just draw.
That Enslaved by the Mara is horrible.
I know. I was just like, I get to use this on Chris, and then it ended up being everybody, and I was just like, oh, right, okay. Damn.
The Flux is pretty good as well, to be fair, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I don't think we were using it right. I think it's you may play it this turn as in you have to pay the mana cost to play it this turn. You know, it's not like... But I think it was more fun just dragging it out and just having it there to use. I mean,
do you know what? I'm kind of with you. I feel like if you've gone to the effort of like getting something in a position where you could just play it, it almost seems like stupid that you'd have to pay all the money. You know what I mean? But
yeah, because it says like you may play it this turn. I'm like, well, that means I assume that would mean without the mana cost.
Yeah.
So I've got on Lunar Hatchling.
Mm-hmm.
It has escape, exile a land, pay some mana, and exile a land you control, and then exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. So presumably that means I can get rid of that and bring back things such as my 6th Doctor.
You're exiling from your graveyard; they go out the game. What's the benefit of it?
No. So escape is basically a way of the Lunar Hatchling coming back from the dead.
Ah.
So if the Lunar Hatchling dies, you exile a land and then 5 other creatures from your graveyard, and you can bring it back into play, which presumably activates the 13th Doctor's Paradox as well.
So what's the exile 5 other cards from your graveyard bit?
That's the pay to get it back again.
Oh, okay. Oh,
you don't get the exiled cards back, you get the hatchling back.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. Okay. That's not great, is it? Okay.
You just have to have mana left when it dies.
So, did we determine whether when you summon a creature, you can use their ability straight away. You just can't attack with them. Is that right?
If it's not a tapping ability, it's in play when the creature's in play. Even if it's summon sick, I believe.
All right.
So can summoning
Chris,
Depends on the context, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Chris, what's your hit point? I mean, you've basically got too many, haven't you?
I'm on 29.
What across your? No, what for your creatures got?
Oh right. What? All of them, or tapped or untapped, or?
Well, all of it.
Not the phase.
Yeah, not the phase ones, I guess. So at the minute, there's a tapped alien with 8/8, a 10th Doctor, which is 3/5, the 11th Doctor, which has just come in 3/2. Clara is a 8/12. Rose is tapped, but she's a 16/16.
So what's that? About 30, isn't it?
Yeah,
Roughly.
but I can't necessarily do anything with it.
Well, we're kind of fooked anyway, so let's try this. I can't do that either, can I? Haste means that there's no summoning sickness, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it can attack that first turn.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to cast the Frostfair Lurefish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, remember this bloody fish.
And then that, and then I have to pay 1 life to utilise that, so I'm down to 24.
It can't be blocked by humans.
Yeah. So, Frostfair Lurefish enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 blue creature fish tokens and 2 tapped treasure tokens. So that gives me 1. That gives me 2 additional mana here. So those guys are in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 mana left. So casting that, does that activate Paradox? Probably doesn't, does it?
Not from your hand, no.
No. Okay. So okay, I'm going to do 3 plus those treasure artifacts, which are now gone, and that enables me to cast this Last Night Together sorcery.
Ooh.
Choose 2 target creatures, untap them, everything's untapped, put 2 +1 counters on each of them. So I'm going to give 1 to 13, 2 to 13, and 1 and 2 to the lurefish. They gain vigilance, indestructible, and haste. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only the chosen creatures can attack during that combat phase. Surely that activates Paradox.
No. But I think...
Fuck this.
I
had a feeling you were going to say that anyway.
I think you're doing it in the wrong order, though, if I may.
Yeah.
So it says choose 2 target creatures and untap them, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you put 2 +1/+1 counters on each of them. They gain vigilance and indestructible and haste until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only choose creatures you can attack during the combat phase. If it were me, I would attack with 2 creatures.
Yeah.
And then in the main phase after that, you can untap them with the Last Night Together. So don't play it now. Play it after 1 combat phase. and then you get another combat phase with souped up creatures to go again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah,
I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'll set those to one side. Then.
Oh, please.
Okay. So I'm going to. So I've set that to one side, haven't I? Really? Yeah. Okay. So I've done all the stuff to activate that. So I'm attacking with 2 fish. So that is 2 plus the lure fish, which is 7, 8, 9. The lunar hatchling, which is 6, which is 15. Clara is 2, which is 17, and 13 is 5, 22. I'm going to attack you, Kris. So shits and giggles.
You're going to poke the bear. Just poke the wasp's nest.
This could take some sorting now.
Yeah, you're going to have to run that by me again. I'm completely lost.
Okay, I'm tapping 6 things. So 13 is a 5/5. Clara's a 2/6. Lunar hatchling is 6/6. The frost fish is a 7/7, and there's 2 fish which are 1/1 each.
Oh, have you got Clara? I've not got Clara down. So Clara is a 2/6. Okay. Clara 2/6. So 13 5/5. Clara 2/6. Lunar hatchling was a 6/6.
6/6.
Frostfish is a 7/7.
Yeah, and don't forget, fish have haste, which is fine, and cannot be blocked by humans. And also the lunar hatchling has flying and trample.
Fish are food, not friends. Friends are food.
These fish are not friends.
These fish are not my friends.
And surely this is activating paradox as well, because I'm casting them from anywhere other than my hand.
No, you're not casting anything.
Creatures, they're still spells.
They're
What
spells,
is, sorry?
but once they're cast, they're creatures.
Oh, okay. I see.
You're really not advertising paradox power well, are you, Geoff?
No, useless.
This isn't good luck.
Oh, this is going to be carnage. One way or the other.
I can just sit back and watch all this now. I feel like I'm actually watching a proper YouTube video at this point. I'll just get my popcorn out and everything. This is grand.
I need like a calculator or something. So we've got.
I had one, and then someone took my master away, so I threw the calculator out the window because I didn't need it.
22 in all.
It should take them one by one, I guess.
But this sorcery card, this last night together, if everything here then gets wiped out, that's pointless, isn't it?
I tell you what, last night together doesn't give them trample, does it?
No.
No. Okay.
I didn't know.
So
when I don't get it. When do I use this then? At the end of this attack?
I think it's meant to be like a final blow.
Yeah,
type.
after the attack, you can untap 2 creatures and then attack again with the bow.
Yeah, that's an extra attack or like a
depends
final
entirely
mega
if
blow.
there's anything left, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of these are going to win, some are going to lose. I mean, I don't know if he's got flying.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the bold step of this time, because I'm on 29.
Yeah.
I'm going to take all 22 damage.
Oh, that's a big decision.
So, what does the commander need to cause? Oh, it's no, that's not in one hit, is it? It's across. Yeah. Okay. There's that rule.
So yeah, I
there?
think that I'm going to take it down to 7.
Okay.
If your commander,
Yeah, your commander has to do 21 points, I think.
yeah,
Across
so you're doing 5 at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to put my last night together down. I'm going to untap 13 and my Frostfair Lurefish.
Are you?
Give them-
I shouldn't interfere.
No, what were you going to say?
The things you've asked, if you're going to attack again, you want the two that couldn't be blocked. The one that can't be blocked by humans and the flying one.
But using last night together makes them indestructible anyway, so I think it just makes them more.
Well, yeah, but they can still die. They can still die from battle.
Yeah.
Can they, even though they're indestructible?
Yeah, if you destroy their power and toughness in battle, they are dead. They can't be done by effects and abilities.
Yeah, I had that with my Bastion Arada.
All right, you are correct.
So untap.
Let me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do it to Lunar Hatchling and the Frosty Fish. So now that is 9 on the Frost Fish and 8 on the Lunar Hatchling for you, Kris.
Well, Geoff.
Oh, hang on. Surely that activates.
Sounds like your catchphrase now.
No, I tell you what. I don't think Lunar Hatchling's flying, yeah?
Yeah, and trample.
And trample. Yeah. No, you've wiped me out.
Bosh! Yeah.
I can't block with it. I can't do a flying.
Oh wow! Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't. I've got one flying creature that's tapped.
Which one's that?
Yeah, I didn't anticipate the flying when I didn't block on the first lot, so I didn't tap something to block it, which is my mistake. So yeah, no, I'm.
That's quite amazing there because
defeated.
IT has fallen, but yeah, you've killed the husband and wife.
I tell you what, that was a massive hit that you did on him there, and I'm not surprised.
I said to you,
that's what it takes to get Kris.
So you got him for 22, and then what? Your next attack dealt the extra damage.
What would that have
been?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't matter. Even because I could block the Frost Fish.
Yeah.
That's definitely it. Yeah. Yeah. No, there's nothing I've got that can do anything. No tokens or anything like that. I can block the fish because I've got Time Lords on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not got anything flying that could do it because I think I attacked with the Axe Trolley Warden or something like that on Graham to kill his TARDIS.
So have you chosen to take the hit points rather than lose creatures? I mean, or
well, no, see, I forgot that I'd flying.
Yeah,
is basically the thing that's happened there.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll take the hit points and I'll just block the next two because I've got Clara, the 10th Doctor, and the 11th Doctor out, ready to go.
Yeah.
Untapped.
The next two would have been bigger, so better to block than the first two.
Yeah, but because I forgot it had flying, I've completely forgotten that it's going over my head. So yeah, I am done in.
Right. So
wow.
That was
you've caught him unawares there, Geoff.
How much was that on that? That was
Blimey.
It's the Lunar Hatchling with 8/8, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that was 17 points there, wasn't it? So see, that's quite interesting because I said to you in the chat that I had a couple of goodies lined up, which was the Frostlair Fish and the Lunar Hatchling. It was taking me ages to get them out. And what I was going to do previously,
they're so powerful.
What I was going to do until I lost Yaz was then do her thing, exile the top card to activate Paradox. Then with the 6th Doctor, I was going to cast the Flux Saga, which would have then been created as a copy, doing that twice, and then I would have hopefully brought out Frostlair and Lunar Hatchling and been able to have all that lined up. And that's quite interesting because you've got a ton of stuff there, and with just those two cards and that sorcery, I've been able to double them up.
Yep, just forgot the flying. I've got stuff in Suspend that I could have blocked with and taken a trample hit or something like that, but 'twasn't to be. Never mind.
You'll have to update your Twitter bio to say...
I'm going to have a loss in there.
No longer undefeated, yeah.
Brilliant. It's 10:30 just gone. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to start another one off brief for another?
I know, because you and Graham are still going. Well, Graham's still in.
Still you and Graham playing.
Oh shit!
The title's up for grabs.
How many life points are you on, Geoff?
24.
Well, I'm on 19, so it might take a little while to whittle down one of us. Do you want to kind of leave this show here on this cliffhanger or event
No.
of two people going out, or
Why
do you want to
don't we,
carry on? We can just come back anytime and finish it off. But if you want to go now, I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, well, unless, Tom and Chris, if you guys are, why don't you take a go, Graham, and I'll take one, and we'll see how if we can do it quickly.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be able to attack you. But
I
let's
don't
have
think you knock each other out next turn or so. I think it's going to carry on. You've still got quite a few.
I think it might be at least an hour.
Reckon?
Do you know what? I've got, it's not for me to say. I don't know what you've got in your hand. I feel like Geoff gets you in 2 turns.
I think Geoff,
to
be honest, just with that.
Oh, yeah, unless I can, I've got to deal with them creatures. So
you've got a 9/9 fish and an 8/8 flying.
Well, if we have one more turn each, we'll see how Geoff dealt. And if Geoff gets me nearly dead, then we can have another couple of turns quickly. And
okay.
Yeah? But if it looks like I've got a solution...
I'd love it if you had a solution now. That would be so funny.
I would too.
You're going to get fish slapped.
I haven't got a solution. Hang on. Let me read this.
You know what you need? You need a flatline or cyber conversion.
Yeah.
Imagine if somebody sent you a flatline in the post that you could use.
I need to buy another Paradox power set. I need to get myself another one of those.
I wonder if I was close to flatline. I think I put that in here.
Did you?
Basically, I'm going to summon Jamie.
I'll tell you what, I'll do what Thomas did and leave.
May as well.
That's a very good idea.
Can I leave the studio on my phone, or will that mess things up?
And no, I left to right.
Because my phone's still on, connected to the studio and everything. I didn't want to
No, you can disconnect from it, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what I've just done.
Okie dokie. Because I
can still see your cards, Chris, but it's not recording on it. But Tom, yours is still recording on your phone.
Right, got you. I will sort that out.
I think that's just a frozen image for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Legendary enchantment, Gallifrey stands.
Yep.
When it enters the battlefield, return all doctor cards from your graveyard to your hand.
Whoa.
Which is only 2 doctors, because quite a few of them got exiled, and one's in my command position, but it's just a way to get creatures. But that's all the mana I've got. So I brought Jamie out. Whenever you cast a historic spell, Jamie gets one.
Jamie.
That's a historic spell, so Jamie does get a counter, but that's till the end of turn, isn't it? Until the end of turn. So that's even pointless, because he can't do anything. Somebody could attack him. Somebody's going to attack him. Right, sorry, I'm trying to do this quick. You haven't got any creatures to defend with right now, have you, Geoff?
No.
We're in uncharted territory. This is huge.
I have got 1 creature to block with, but 2 creatures to block with is kind of better. I've just decided, if I go for you, you're definitely going to get me in 2 turns.
So what have you got? You've got your 3rd Doctor.
I've got my 3rd Doctor with a Hero's Blade, so he is actually 7/6.
But how many tokens have you got now? Is he not more than that?
No, he's only... No.
You've only got 2 tokens.
He gets 1/1 for each non-artifact creature I control. And, we've got 1 more creature. Sorry, I read that wrong. So he's 8/7. It might be my only chance to attack. I haven't got any land, that's the problem. I am going to do this, though. I'm going to sacrifice my 500-year-old Dari to draw a card. Just more things I've got in my hand, the better. That's I'm going to have to save it for defence. So, Geoff, you'll go.
Okay. Right, I'm going to draw first. And then I'm going to untap.
This is weird.
Yes, sort of.
It's just me and Geoff. It's never been just me and Geoff. We played every single game, but we've never actually just been us two.
It's very tense.
My sorcery card is spent, isn't it? Is that right? Or do you keep them and you can recast them?
No, sorceries are one time and gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Enchantments stay on.
Okay.
And we don't have the diary anymore, so we don't get trapped in there anymore.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, fire, and a fire.
Great
now
balls
I'm
of
going to
fire.
cast the flux. So the flux deals 4 damage to a target creature an opponent controls.
That's well, you'd kill Jamie if you did that.
Yeah,
if you could live with yourself.
I can.
Or you could put it on the third Doctor, but he wouldn't die. So
because I'm going to say I've not told you my story about meeting Fraser Hines, which was nuts.
So you've done that, have you, Geoff?
Yeah, let's get rid of Jamie. Yeah,
and you're happy with that, with your life choice.
Doctor, I've been killed by the flux.
Yeah, I feel no guilt about that.
Look at the size of that flux, Doctor. Yes,
I think you're going to do it, Joe. I think you're going to do it.
So,
the big beastie flux.
Okay, hang on. So now I'm going to cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm now going to cast the Fugitive Doctor.
Oh.
Who investigates when she comes in. So that is a clue token, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. And then sacrifice this artifact so I can pay my fiery eyelet, and I have to take a hit point for that. So sacrifice that, draw a card. Okay, that's good. So is that activating Paradox by spending a token artifact, or I'm desperate?
Is it out of your hand? I guess.
Well, yeah, technically, because it came via Fugitive. But is it a spell?
If it came out of your hand, it doesn't count.
No, it didn't. It came out of my token pile.
So that's what.
Tokens don't count towards Paradox.
No, I didn't think they did. No.
Chris is coming in. No, it
doesn't.
I'm like the timekeeper while I try and sort out mid-deck.
Just the window. No, it doesn't. Shuts it.
Okay, right. So
I do like that deck. I'm sort of tempted to keep that together.
Honestly, that was a really damn good deck. Like it was tournament deck play. I think you had so many counters and so many sort of like it all
synergized. It's daft, wasn't it? I'm just I was just here thinking about I'll put these all back in where they go now, but then I'm thinking, do I want to? Possibly not.
I mean, I was struggling a lot because I just had lots of new
game.
together.
It was a new deck, wasn't it? So.
Well, do you know what? I didn't really like. I sort of forgot about Geoff because I was too worried about you two doing stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
He's done a flanking manoeuvre, hasn't he? And he's
proper dark horse. He just wasn't drawing anything for ages.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm tapping 2 fish.
2 fish. Go fish.
My Foster Lurefish. And Clara.
Clara's a fish named Clara.
She's very
fishy. Okay, I just need.
I enjoyed it, even if it did make me think of John Cleese.
That's what I was thinking. So surely it's Wanda.
No, wait, Chris, did you find out what rose as a plant means? That's just been unresolved this whole time. That was a cliffhanger.
I've still not got a clue. Honestly,
the
nothing.
Of those.
Yeah, sorry, hang on. I'm also going to.
No, there was the flying one because I'm not going to be able to block that at all.
Okay, I'm also going to play the lunar hatchling. So I'm
I
coming
think
at you.
did. Yeah, how much power has that got?
Right, okay, so the fish have got one each.
Right, so they're 1/1.
Frost Fair Lurefish is 9.
Nine.
The Lunar Hatchling is 8/8.
And that's
Clara,
flying.
Yeah, and trample.
Right.
And Clara is 2/6. So
2/6.
10,
well,
20, 21 in all.
Okay, right. I can't block the flying, so 8 is getting through.
Oh.
I'm blocking the 1/1s with my one creature because they can. So that's 10 have got through. That leaves me on 9. I can't. If I don't block the 9/9, I am going to die. So that's what I'm blocking. That does 8 points of damage to you and then dies.
Okay.
And that means I only have to take 2 damage, but I have no creatures left.
Okay. That 2 from Clara.
It's a valiant fight.
Yeah.
But I think we have a new champion.
Hey.
I only lost 2 points, but I've now got to get so much out because that's going to happen again and again and again.
Yes, it's those fish. Without doctors, those fish are going to pick you off.
Yeah, well, right, untap. Sorry, is that the end, Geoff, or are you doing more evils?
No, that's the end.
Right, okay. Oh, I've got plenty of mana. What are you? That's just a land. Gold.
What are you? What are you?
Right, the fourth they can come out as well, can't they?
Full doctor can come out, yeah.
But I've got to pay an extra 1.
Yeah.
Try and use up these weird ones first. That and that and that. That. And then 2 anything. So the 4th doctor's out.
Yep.
I may look at the top card of my library. And please be legendary. Yes.
Hey.
Once each turn, you may play a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of your library. When you do, create a food token. This is cast, so I have to pay. Luckily, it's a cheap one. Because it's Susan Foreman. Only a 1/1.
Susan Foreman.
Oh, I can look at the top. I just can't play it this time. Oh, golden bed. Right. Who's going to have the sword? That cost me 4. I've only got 4 left, so I can't. It's either bring a creature or give someone a sword.
Is the sword a 3rd Doctor enhancement sort of thing?
Yes, but that makes it sound very strange. An enhancement.
Is it Swedish made?
IKEA assembled.
Bringing Sarah Jane Smith out because that's the only other creature I can afford. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot that. I can just put a doctor into play.
Mm.
Do the 8th doctor, because then you can revive your 3rd doctor.
He wasn't in my graveyard. He ain't come out yet. So I can only take them out of the graveyard. I thought I could take them out of anywhere, but...
You just pull him out from anywhere. Oh, in my wallet.
Then if you control turn, yeah. Because if I so basically it lets me get another creature person out. Someone who can block fish. Still not going to be able to deal with flying.
The 6th doctor could block.
Wait, I didn't. I took 2. I have to take another 8. So I'm not on 17. I'm on 9.
Oh.
Take the 8. So whatever I do now, because none of it's got flying, I know how Geoff can win. But it's your go.
Sounds right, yeah.
You only have to do one thing.
What's that?
Attack me with a flying hatchling. You're going to kill me We've killed the moon.
I'll tell Paul that ending worked in the end.
You're going to get killed by an abortion allegory. Amazing. You've gone bananas.
I don't know if you want to make a big fuss of it or just I'll concede there because I know you're going to win.
Yeah, no, that sounds fine. I don't need to go through the.
You're not going to rub it in.
Process.
One thing with flying. If I had one thing with flying, but what would it have bought me? One more turn?
But don't forget the Frostfair fish cannot be blocked by people.
Well, I've got Time Lords.
Yeah, although Sarah Jane's not a Time Lord, is she?
No, but I've got the 4th and 6th Doctor, and I could have got the 7th last time. But every time I block with one of them, they die. So it was just going to be attrition anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. You
would get there in the end.
Yeah.
But this way, you only took those 2 turns.
Yeah. No, well, that's.
I'm amazed that I thought I was like way out of it. But
the game turns so quickly.
The last session, but I just sat here a bit, and it all happened over there.
Mm.
But congratulations, Geoff.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well done. That was brilliant.
You're right, though, Tom. The game can change just like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally the luck of the draw, and then what how you use things.
Yeah.
And also, I think the cards as well. Paradoxes and perhaps could be really good, and I think perhaps,
it's my first ever actual live playing the game. I think I did all right.
I think you did really well, yeah.
I think I did some damage. I did some amazing turns.
Yeah,
you had some moves that were kind of unpredictable, and
I feel like I really spiced up the game. To be honest,
quite fascinating from that point of view.
And that's what it's all about. To me, I didn't need to win. I just wanted to have a really good time and just pull a lot of funny stuff out and just really sort of wake the game up a bit and just
Yeah, I'm not bothered about winning, although it's been fun.
Yeah, you say that when you have one.
Oh yeah, you're super hot.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get addicted to the feeling.
Well, I mean, you've got to remember that Kris made a slight miscalculation and you won.
Yeah. That's true.
We need to put him off.
It does feel like the Achilles heel of everything was indestructible, but flying.
Yeah.
It's like the Trump's wall of just people can just fly over the wall. Rather than it blocks everything except planes.
Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do anything to you, Kris, without those 2 coming out.
Well, no, you did. You stacked it up. You snuck up on the inside. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I hadn't had the fish and the
no, you're not doing yourself a discredit here. You had the stuff and you played it in the right order.
Oh yeah,
you've got to take that one as a win. You can't. Yeah, I'm not going to let you sort of put it down to luck. That was well done.
It was really. What do you guys want to do? It's just before 11 now. Do you want to kick off another one, or should we figure out when we can play next week?
I was hoping that I could have a delivery of cards before we started the next one,
okay. But all right.
Everything away.
Yeah.
So I don't mind.
At the moment I've got 4 I could stick in and make it different. But Kris,
I have got 2 ton of wood chip to spread around tomorrow, so I am going to go to bed.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
That's the best argument.
Well,
I've got some cards.
The National Trust need me.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't know when you're free again, but I just want to wait until I get those cards so I can tune it up a bit and feel like I've contributed to making the game. Restoring what they sold me.
Right. Thank you, guys. This has been great fun.
So, absolutely.
We will catch you next time on Who Corner to Corner Magic, and I will see you 3 for another game very soon.
I'm going to go and adjust my bio.
All right.